Hey, Sassy fam, welcome to your Sunday check-in. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. I know, it's a bold face today. It's a bold lip. What can I say? I live a bold life. Having said that, we'll be working with a brand new bold deck, So far, I'm liking it quite a bit. Very rarely do I invest in new tarot decks anymore. It's usually same tarot deck, different day type situation. So I really only purchase them if there's something different about them or they just kind of speak to me at this point. So I like this one. Lovely black background, gilded edges, which we've talked about in previous tarot deck reviews, and then some gold etching with some color pop. So it's nice. Yeah, decided to go ahead and put this one on camera today. So for those of you who want to know what it is, okay, there we go. I know I shall mispronounce this. Tridevia Tarot Deck and Guidebook. Okay, there you go, for your reference. Let's see. Oh, speaking of which, in terms of my sharing with the audience, for those increasing comments that I've been oversharing lately, okay, I hear you. But also, P.S., that's what the timestamps are for, darling. You do have control. You don't have to watch the intro or the outro. Just thought I'd gently remind you. Okay, today, like always with the Sunday check-in, it is a baseline reading only, no clarifiers, right? Today we're going to do the abbreviated version of yours and theirs. Like always with yours and theirs, be it the abbreviated or the in-depth, right? Take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse those energies as you see fit, more so with yours and theirs, as energy exchange and interchange is real, rapid, and fluid. Do keep in mind, your person that I see here today may not necessarily be about a significant other, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, ex-type situation. It's whomever's in that dynamic as I'm describing it. So, could be about a family member or a friend. And once more, like always, your sign will be timestamped in the description box as well as the comments, because I got you. Especially for those people who don't like the intro. That's what's up. You guys, like always, I will see you at your sign. Leo, happy birthday. I feel bad. I forgot to open with happy birthday for in-depth next week. It's just so much going on, as some of you have been keeping track of. So happy birthday. We just entered your season, and oh my goodness, I barely remember cancers. There you go. Time is fleeting, but happy birthday. I hope you get to spend it in good company and that you get to take some time to celebrate you. Yeah? What's up? What's going on? Show me Leo, please. What's going on? Show me Leo. Show me Leo and their person. What's going on? Show me Leo and their person. But I will do better to try to incorporate happy birthdays while we are in your birthday month. What's going on? Show me Leo, please. What's up? Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse the energies as you see fit. What's going on? Yes, the Chariot. Oh yes, the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Okay. Okay. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. King of Cups, the Nine of Swords. Strength, you. Okay. Overview, Queen of Pentacles, good. It seems like you needed to take some time to yourself, and you might still do, okay? I see that as your overarching energy, so I know your sense of priorities are important to you, practicality, okay, livelihood, stability of home. But in that should include, care of the self, all right? Self-worth principles, and I think that's what you're trying to abide by. And in that kind of more I'm focused on me state, it looks like you've arrived to a conclusion that something is correct for you here. The Chariot, Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. It is a kind of cautious, let's move forward. It's a decision on your part, and you do seem to be claiming this decision. The Chariot typically is the indication of our swiftest or most propelled movement forward, wholeheartedly in one direction. So you're not saying wholeheartedly one direction, but I am going to give it my best shot. Okay? You do seem to mean this, the decision's made, and it's coming from a place of you having reflected, or I'm assuming you having reflected about what your state of worth is and what's best for you. So you're showing me cautiously moving forward, but you're not going to give everything away either. Okay? So you are authorizing permission to proceed in a particular direction with somebody. Okay? It's just not everything all at once. it's tentative moving forward. Okay? But you said this is the decision that you will write to that's best for you. The person whom is connected to you, we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles, you know. Somebody really wants to put some good work into this, and it's coming from a place of love. Okay? So whether or not I'm looking at something here that denotes the working world, okay, a little bit more on the 3D side, and you say you want to cautiously proceed in how you invest or move forward, and they're showing me something similar, it's done so from a good place as far as I can tell. The same is true as if I were to interpret this for a relationship. You are showing me the practical divisions of reality. Okay, a 4 for you and 8 for them. And yet, nonetheless, the kind of boldness of your own particular heart is here, and there's that sense of flow between you and this person with the Two of Cups, and it is at the heart of the reading. So the real work that they are proposing to put into this with you, it stands to reason that it looks sound. It does look sound. Okay? It does look sound. So I am seeing a response here to give to this and to really mean it, if that helps you. King of Cups, and we have the Nine of Swords and Strength. You know, we're really trying to feel our way around this situation. I believe that both of you are, with the wholeness of heart. So that means some intuitions in there as well. This is good. We have anxiety here. We have some stress and strength. We're trying to use strength to kind of shut the thoughts up. You know, we need to be stronger than our anxieties. We need to be stronger than the stuff that tries to attack our mind. Okay. So it looks like you have a way of proceeding that feels correct to you. Okay? And so long as it feels correct to you, you have an assessment about what it is you're willing to do, how to move forward, how you will proceed. It's a strong decision on your part. This person here seems to be all on board, okay? And bare minimum, a supportive functioning that is highly supportive and workable. And while you have a beautiful, bold heart here, I'm assuming that's you. Sometimes the fears of your mind creep in, they kick in, and you say, I have to be strong. I have to be stronger than that. We have to go by what our feelings are here, not so much of what our mind is trying to dictate. Okay. Let's get some advice for you, please. I believe you've made a logical, sound decision for something that's best for your personhood, and someone here is supporting it and really, really trying to give to it from the heart. Okay. If personally, it looks like a decision that is closer to you, not necessarily about this person. I see them more as a very strong support function for you. Okay? So whatever it is that you have recently decided for yourself, it seems to be a personal decision, and this person is just on board with it. I don't think they're on the receiving end of your decision, no. I think they're part of it, and they very much want to give to it. Okay? But it's something that comes from the heart for you, and you're having to use strength to suppress the fears of the mind. Okay? Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice, please, for Leo. Whatever this is, specifically this person, what I'm getting there is high levels of support, and it's really meant. It's really authentically meant. Okay. Let's get some advice. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, there it is again, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, whatever this is, whatever decision you have made, I see nothing but support from this person, and it's highly stable too. This is someone whom we share our foundation with, I believe, so that would explain the mixture of feeling as well as 3D practicality attached to it. I strongly suspect you've made a decision that is best for you, okay? It's how to proceed in something, but cautiously, okay? I see this person is like, yeah, I'm here with you. I completely support your decision, Leo. That's how it's coming across, but it's very much in the indication of love, okay? It is full love, and it's strong, and it's stable, and very reliable. That's what I had thought here. So you showed me an individual process here, not something between you and someone else. What you were experiencing and what it is you're trying to do to move forward, okay? So this is lovely. This is, it's love, and it's the stability of it, all right? It's well-founded. Let's pull some of these. There's the gift, the real, the tangible, solid gift. 17. Of course, that could represent for some of you. Expect gifts at this time, particularly since we are in your birthday season, and that could just be confirmation. The tree of life. We want to continue this life. We are grateful for it. It is abundant. It is strong. It's viable. We want to have something to pass on. It is very strong. It is very abundant. And your tree of life, your stability here. Okay. It's a gift. Okay. It's abundant and it's thriving. It's doing quite well. 5 and 17 as well for some of you might be important. I don't think we need too much else here today. Oh. You got hit by Our Lady of Perpetual Lawn Care today. Well, that trimmer is just singing. It is just singing, honey. Happiness. Okay, some part of me knew happiness is not a betrayal of me. Okay. Yeah, I want you to be happy. They want you to be happy, even if it's a hard decision. Somebody's affected by your decision, but they're just like, so long as you're happy, and that's it. Some part of me knew. Some part of me knew. Okay. There is something here about the decision that's known to you, and that it's not the easiest one. All I see is for you surrounded by support, and it's like saying, Leo, honey, so long as you're happy or you're healthy, we support this. Okay, it's not a betrayal to me if you pursue something that's correct for you, even if it's done so cautiously, just so long as you know it's right for you. So that's very healthy. Okay, I hope that helped. Let's do some charms while we're at it. Okay. Oh, so many. We have the busy bee. I can see the prosperity here. I can see the prosperity here. There's that sense of the Pegasus in reverse, not feeling like we're able to fly or feel like we're not typically, but we don't feel necessarily like we're in the space of freedom to just pursue whatever. So that would explain the lack of swiftness, a cautionary sense of moving forward. But this is what you wanted to do. We have the letters J, N, the medallion of Pisces in reverse. I know, it's intuitive as being the key word here. I saw that. Somebody has some very interesting Pisces in your chart, could be connecting to one. We have also the charm of Pisces here with the seahorse, but also specifically represents that kind of masculine emotional fragility, that sense of I feel a lot, but I have to keep it all in my chest. Okay. I disagree, but you got to do what's right for you. Because I can see that you have a wealth of emotions. There's another water one right here, Cancer, the key word here being imaginative. I can see that you have a big heart and big feeling, and that you are very much supported by love, but for some of you, you have a hard time really expressing your softer side. I think this person knows that. We have the feather here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but more to the point, some of you might see feather on a regular basis, and it's simply confirmation, and then a thought light as a feather, okay? As opposed to, say, the weight of our thoughts that I'm seeing over here that you actively evoke strength to override, okay? Okay, Leo, honey, I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Saggy, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me, Sag. What's going on, please, for Sagittarius? Show me, Sag. What's going on? Show me, Sag, please. Oh, yes. Oh, the lovely sounds of the trimmer. Think of it this way, your message has been blessed. What's going on, please? Show me, Sag. Let's do one more. Show me, Sagittarius, please. Okay. We're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse the energies as you see fit. Show me signs. Okay, strength. Oh, yeah. 10 of Wands. Oh, the 10 of Cups. Okay. 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 King of Wands. Okay. The 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful. The Lovers. Oh, yes. Oh, it's amplified now. Well, now we got the mowers out. My. Justice. The Hanged Man. The Two of Pentacles. What to do, what to do. Three of Pentacles, cooperation, collaboration. Something's building here. Do you know, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I see you working very, very hard towards the common cause. Okay. Family support. You're bearing a lot of weight right now, and it's taking you strength to bear that weight. A strength, 9 of Wands, the 10 of Cups. That's a lot. You're having to be strong for others at this time. Okay? You're part of it. And this is something with pride here that you do take pride in. You're saying, I have to work hard for something that I am a part of. Okay? You give a lot of your time, energy, and effort to a dynamic that's larger than you. So 10 of Cups is loosely defined as your support system, which, like the 10 of Pentacles, can include a great deal. These are typically our emotional stakeholders in this life, the people that are near and dear to us or closest to us. So we typically refer to it as family and friends. With the 3 of Pentacles here, you're giving a lot to this at this time. You're doing what you can when you can, but it's not the easiest thing for you. But you're saying, I have to step up here. This is where I'm needed. This is where the priority is. I have to be strong. However difficult this is, it's part of my responsibility or endeavors to give something to this. So it seems like it's an additional layer of responsibilities on top of the things you already have in place. So I see you showing up very strongly for others, even though, of course, you can only give so much to it. 3 of Pentacles. So that tells me you would give more to this if you could, but your time, energy, and effort already have other areas of your life that are consuming as well. I think you're doing what you can when you can. So what's going on there with your 10 of Cups, I don't know, but you're saying you have to be present for it in some way and you give to it what you can. Okay? Now this character is very interesting. I don't quite know how they're attached to you. King of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, the Lovers. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. A strong sense of self, individuation, passion, ambition, fortitude, strength of will, and the Lovers. Oh my. Very strong connection, eh? Very strong. Let's jump on over here. I had to, because it looks so solid. I'm like, how is it not connected to you? Why would I even question that? Because that's solid. This is someone who says, I stand on my own. I have fire in me. I have drive in me, and I feel a lot of things, and I'm experienced. I create my own world with the 9 of Pentacles. I am my own self. I am my own prideful, passionate self, fully and completely. P.S. the Lovers. It's strong as heck towards you. But you seem to be very preoccupied elsewhere, not necessarily engaging with this. So then we jump on over here to Justice, the Hanged Man, the 2 of Pentacles. It seems the timing's not right just yet. I'm not suggesting you're waiting, ever. And I'm not saying that you should. I'm saying it seems like the timing's not right. Somebody has a clear, excuse me, an unobstructed view of you. Clearly. The admiration is there. The passion is there. That strong sense of destiny is attached to this person when they look upon you, they gaze upon you. But there is also a very strong sense of, yes, justice, just not right now. The Hanged Man, the 2 of Pentacles. There is a deliberate hangback energy here. So perhaps someone with the 2 of Pentacles is saying timing is right, if that will ever be. And if so, how do I deliver this energy to Sag? Because you are very much involved at a high capacity right now to other things that are clearly important to you, that are also clearly outside of you, but you're still involved in. So your external's fully engaged, and so for your internal's also fully engaged. It is just not with this particular person at this time. So is this connection correct in terms of its spiritual implication? Yeah, it is. The strength of it. But the Hanged Man, 2 of Pentacles, I got someone here deliberately hanging back. They're kind of playing the hot foot. When is it time? When is it time? When is it time? So we're trying to gain perspective. Perhaps when to make a move, take a shot, stand up and be seen, something like that. It is a matter of time, just not right now. So, the That's absolutely beautiful, and it's so solid. I want to say it's in your life, or it's just about to appear, and maybe it is because it's so damn solid. We have a strong sense, the passion, the ambition in this person. I don't know if they're necessarily fire, but when they gaze upon you, they sure as heck are. And then we have the Lovers here, so it's such a strong sense of admiration when they look upon you. Wow. Whew. I'm just like this implies, I'm the busy bee, but it's 3 of Pentacles. So I know you contribute to this when you can. So that tells me you have other things going on too. And you know how it is, guys. Sometimes when the family needs help or our close friends need help, we have to kind of find ways to include time, energy, and effort around the stuff we already do. And I think that's where you are. So, you know, and the reason I'm not contesting it or tell you to take a break, because this is important to you, you're showing me strength to kind of suppress the frustration. Okay. It's like, just deal with it. Just deal with it. Give to this what you can when you can. Okay. I understand that. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please, for Sag. Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Page. There it is. And there's you. Yeah, I mean, look at that determination there. But it hasn't been engaged yet. Page of Pentacles. It might be close. It might be close. There it is. I'm looking for the engagement principle, and I couldn't see it. There's the delay. So eventually one of these pentacles, the back and forth, gets selected. Okay? Eventually there's a delivery there. The Page of Pentacles is the most reliable page in terms of getting things going, you know? There you go. Strong sense of looking at you. Admiration. The focus. Wow. Okay. Soon. Soon. Don't you hate it when people say that? Soon. What does soon mean? I don't know. Everybody's timeline is different, so that tells me there's a lot of hanging back up until this point of that Page of Pentacles dropping. Yep. I know they got the goods. Perhaps they know what you're up to, and that now is not the time for you is very much applying to you. For some folks, children, I'm saying that directly tied to the Ten of Cups over here. Children might be involved, and then if not children, dependents, full stop. Needing help, needing assistance, this is a priority at this time, okay? Number 18. There's that sense of vulnerability and the Book of Wisdom, understanding our priorities, 26. Some of you are quite intelligent, well-read, care of the home. Yeah, I mean, this is it. You don't know about this. Why would you? Why would you? The wisdom, it says, I know better. Home and family is priority right now. Home and family is priority right now. Some of you are big readers. I can see that. Yeah. Unlocking the cage. Somebody here has the key to unlock the cage and engage at the heart level with the rose there. It's a choice. It's a choice to use the key. It's a choice to put that key in the lock there. No pun intended. Eh? Number 33. Storm. Nervous. Nervous. Oh, but that could be a ruckus. Something that happened over here that we're still dealing with. But I do see it attached to this person. Nervous of creating a storm. There's the fearful aspect. Things could clear up. Things could not. I don't know. Yeah. There they are. Okay. Interesting. I don't know I'll get too much off this one. You came closer than anyone, FYI. sometimes, I admit, the Lovers has a backstory. Okay. That's for some of you, not all of you. I did not expect to leave unexpected upheaval, but you're working through it. Okay. Some stuff came up. I'm going through my life review. The concentration here is that something has already come up for you, so that storm could still apply to you, but you're already working through it, processing through it. Okay. This is on your mind right now. Okay. I remember every detail of that day. Now that's interesting. When they first saw you, when they first met you, something significant on that person's timeline. Again, if you two have a backstory, I don't know. I'm not saying that today because we're not clarifying. Okay? Don't hate me. It's everybody. Okay. Oh, boo. No, that's all right. The letters G, B, medallions first. We have the medallion of Capricorn. The key word here being ambitious is what I saw. Double ambition, double ambition, double ambition. You might have some very interesting Capricorn in your chart. Like I do, for instance, it's my only Earth that I am aware of that's prominent. It's in my midheaven, and that would explain my insane work ethic. But for some of you, it could be connecting to Capricorn, but the key word here being ambitious. Didn't I use that word? Ambitious, drive, focus. Yeah, they focused on you. Feather, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then light as a touch. And then for some of you, just indication of feather being confirmation. We have the cat upright, listening to our intuition. Intuition. We have the big masculine glasses here. Okay, cute. The Pegasus is still in reverse here. The freedom to take action. Okay, that sense of movement, freedom to take flight. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Okay. All right, Sadie, honey. I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Aries, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Aries, please. What's going on, please, for Aries? P.S. I'm aware that there was some frustration surrounding your last in-depth. Do keep in mind, guys, that's tarot. Sometimes the other person's energy can take over, particularly when it's on both people's minds, you know. I understand there's a lot of frustration around it, but do keep in mind the core advice remains, you know, perhaps focus less on the passion for that situation and more about the reality of it, you know. I think, from my point of view, as I recall it, that's really the only thing that was getting in the way of really understanding this relationship for what it was. And that's what I saw last week. Who knows what I'll see for you now. Speaking of which, let's jump on into it. But yeah, like always, the basic rules apply. Regardless of how you feel about the reading, take what resonates, leave it does not. Reverse energies as you see fit. It may not be for you. And that's not a bad thing. Okay? All right. Show me Aries. Show me Aries in their person. Show me Aries. What's going on? Okay, Judgment, Page of Wands, and the Five of Cups. Really trying to remain open about your pain and where it's coming from. You're trying to learn from it. It's a learning process right there. Seven of Pentacles, the Star, the Knight of Swords. Okay. The Moon. I was about to say, Six of Pentacles, the King of Wands. I don't think you quite know that yet. Three of Swords. Okay, so you're in a place of pain, and as far as I can tell, you are spiritually and emotionally isolated. In other words, not currently engaged with the dragon that burned you, or whatever this is. It's just a phrase. So Three of Swords, it's currently in your heart space, is that you are hurt, disappointed, very much so. Feeling of rejection here, either coming from you or towards you. Regardless, you feel rejection in some way. Sad that you had to reject something. Sadness that you were on the receiving end of it. I don't know, but it feels like a betrayal in your heart. I get it. Judgment, Page of Wands, Five of Cups. But here's the good news, and that is good news. You're really trying to learn about it instead of deny it or dismiss it. You're really open to it, which is good. You really want to understand your pain, where it's coming from. So the Five of Cups is in the future position for you. It's not that it's taking forever, okay? It's that you're carefully examining your memories and your feelings, okay? And with Judgment here, it says you're open to it. You're open to the lesson. You want to learn. You want to learn. You want to understand the origin of pain. You want to understand where it's going, what it all led up to, how that happened, the whole thing. And you're trying to remain open towards it, which is good. It's the first real signifier of wanting to heal. Okay. The one that's attached to you, Seven of Pentacles, the Star, the Knight of Swords. Okay. They've been doing some reflecting as well. They've done some reflecting as well. Seven of Pentacles. They have some sort of pathway with you. Okay. And it's long. It's established. It also plateaued a little bit. The Star, yet they have desires and hopes that remain towards you. Knight of Swords. It's a little too fast acting for my taste, particularly where you came from, or you're still there, I should say, and understanding your pain so you can process it better. It feels like this person doesn't want to give you the space to do that, and that's why I have a problem with it. Not for the Seven of Pentacles and not for the lingering hope, but because Knights of Swords. It seems like you need distance, and they want to close the gap. A little, it's a little too much. I need reassurance, or I just want to fix things real quick. Or people who automatically default to, well, we have history, so let's get it back to that, kind of standard. Just because I hope this works out. Okay, can you verify real quick that I still have hope for this? Give me reassurances. Just tell me everything's fine and we can go back to our Seven of Pentacles way. That doesn't seem to be what you want to do. So I kind of wish that they would respect your distance here, because it looks like you need it. It's not for punishment. It's for reasons of understanding and learning. If it was for reasons of punishment, you would have showed me manipulation. This is, I need distance from this so I can learn about it, because I'm not terribly interested in repeating pain patterns with you or the situation. I need to learn from it, not keep subjecting myself to it. So I would advise this person to give and respect your space. So it's one of those things where somebody comes rushing at you. I still feel this. I'm hoping for this. Appease me now. Assuage my energy, my anxiety right now. I still care about this. So tell me what I need to hear so I know that we're going to get back on track. And you're like, actually, no, I can't tell you those things. I need some space. And if someone cannot respect the space that you're requesting, it says a lot about them. I don't care about the track history between you two. In fact, that just tells me that they're used to it and they're willing to accept whatever the issue was and continue on. That doesn't mean that they've learned. That doesn't mean that they've healed. It just says it still means a lot to me. So again, I don't know what they have or have not done in terms of reflection. All I see is just they need reassurance from you. Okay. Saying I miss you and tell me that that's valid, please, is not the same as I've learned a lot and I've healed a lot and I think I understand what went wrong. Completely two different things. FYI. We have the Moon, the Six of Pentacles, and the King of Wands, You honestly don't know if you want to work through this. This is 100% you, and that's something you need to discover over here. That's why you're showing me activation of Judgment with pain. Okay? Because honestly, you don't know that you want to keep on with this Six of Pentacles. Okay? You could balance with it, but now you're really stopping to ask yourself, reasonably so, if you want to, as you should. It might have been a balance for them that they say that they're agreeable to and still are. That doesn't mean it's working for you. That's the whole point of evaluating these things. And it looks like it's overdue. So you're in the process of discovering your own particular unknown. That's why you suspended any judgment of your pain and just assuming where it comes from. You're looking for the pattern. Where is it coming from? How indebted is this? Is it ever going to change? That's what you have literally yet to discover. So that's what I'm saying. You need the space. I would like it very much if they honored that space. Because when you come out the other side, you're the King of Wands, so I know that you feel better. I know you do. Okay? What you actually discover in the conclusion of this, I don't know, but I would advise this person to back off and respect your peace. That means if you're not trying to engage, then don't. Okay? Because this is that person that's looking like they need reassurance real quick that everything's cool. And it's not. It's not. You never really know who people are until you put up a boundary. Okay? And then suddenly there's confusion there. Well, you've never done that before. Yeah, maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. You know? I need one now with you or this situation. And if somebody gets angry with you for putting up a boundary, that says, again, more about them than it does about you. Okay? Alrighty. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice, please. Put it in another context. Let's say something tragic happened to you and you really need some time to yourself in space and it had nothing to do with the other person. And you're like, don't you get it? I'm processing things. I'm processing grief. I need your respect. Yeah. I respect that you need time to grieve or whatever, but when can we go out next? Now take that with somebody whom you're meant to have a personal relationship with and they won't give you that space. They're like, yeah, I get you need space, but also reassure me real quick that you and I are still a thing. You see, it's not appropriate. It's not appropriate, okay? All right, 6 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles. I know. We are afraid to let go, and we're kind of afraid to stay. 6 of Cups, soul bond energy, you know, just because you've known somebody a long time, emotionally, spiritually, or in reality, or a combination of those things, doesn't mean we can just take it for granted that everything's cool. In fact, it's the soul bonds we take the most for granted in that relationship because the connection is so easy, right? It's so easy. It happens really without our knowledge. It's just a unique flow between you and someone else that is literally unique. You can't find it anywhere else. But that doesn't mean we get to take each other for granted or assume we know it's all about or not have the responsibility of sharing thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions. Okay? Just because a connection is easy to tune into does not mean it's easy to maintain. On the contrary, you have to work that much harder to not take it for granted and therefore each other, or it will end up breaking. So you are in that process now of discovering here in your moon if you want to continue to balance with this at all, whomever this is to you. Right now, it's hard for you to imagine parting ways with it, but you also see it as a possibility. That's where you are. The advice is that what you're currently experiencing is valid. And that also, P.S., you breaking from this is also a possibility, but that's for you to discover. Okay? Otherwise, I would say that that action's perfectly appropriate, except for what you're showing me says it's not. What you're showing me is I need time to myself, and this person doesn't want to do that. They want to close the gap. That's why, otherwise, the energy would be fine. If you showed me that you were interested in repairs, I was like, well, so are they. Go. But that's not where you're at. That's not where you're at. Your point is, should you bother with repairs anymore? The Tree of Life. Okay. Your own sense of continuing on. Your legacy. Your roots. Abundance. Unexpected income. Okay. The richness and quality of your life. Okay, as I already say, that looks positive. Some of you, congratulations, are in order. Perhaps you have new income. Gifts. I am seeing this, however, as gifts or attention to something. Get me back into your life, or let's keep this going. I don't like where it's coming from. Again, it's that needy sense of reassurance here. It's the venomous thoughts, the storm, disruption. There's this idea that things will go back to the way they were. Underneath it, there's a lot of unaddressed issues here about disruptions, divine timing, thoughts that erode the self and the spirit. There's always something wrong. Ongoing arguments, jabs, barbs, insults, that are extremely disruptive in nature underneath what looks like the quality of what's being offered. So generosity and gifts don't cut the mustard when we've hurt other people. At least they shouldn't, right? Underneath that, it feels like a catch to snare you or get you back or something like this. You feel the threat behind the gifts and the intentions, in other words. Okay, perhaps crap like that worked in the past, but not so much in present day. All right? FYI. We have the letter P, the heart with the nurse's cap in reverse. I know, you're not there yet. Nowhere near it. We have the medallion of Aquarius, particularly the key word here being friendly. Oh, I'm sure we're being extra friendly these days. You, not them. I'm sorry. Them, not you. The other way around. Okay, we have the anchor here. Yeah, the anchor. So a couple things about the anchor. In the positive meaning, it means emotionally anchored, therefore feeling stable, feeling secure on the inside, or can represent stuckness. Okay, we have the envelope in reverse. This envelope in particular, I know you can't see it, has a little heart dead center. It's currently in reverse. There is no real messages of love from you at this time. Okay. Yeah. No, I think that's clear. You're not healed and you're not ready to talk. Okay. Aries, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Aquarius, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? I have to tell you, very impressed with your next in-depth. I can tell the Aquarius Collective has done a great deal of work. Okay. I grant you, your opening was solid, but not the easiest. But I'll tell you what, it was so solid. It was so remarkably consolidated. I kept using that word because what you had managed to show in the first 3 cards was a couple of years worth of work for most people. Okay. It was amazing what you processed and articulated. And then there was some lovely unexpected for you towards the end. So that was nice. Don't want to give that one away. I would just say, perhaps check in your in-depth next week. What's going on? Show me Aquarius, please. Show me Aquarius and their person. Let's see, Aquarius, please. Very good. Okay, strength. Oh, 8 of Wands. Yeah. 9 of Cups. Okay. Page of Pentacles. And the 4 of Wands. And the Fool. Okay. Okay. Something's happening. It's the Swords, your master symbol. The Emperor. Page of Wands. Oh my. And the 7 of Swords. Interesting. Up until recently, there's something here that we have been avoiding, not engaging in, not wanting to deal with, however you want to put it. Overall, there is a sense of, don't count me in on that one. So 7 of Swords is normal. It's natural. Everybody experiences it. Well, because you're human. I mean, it's unavoidable. The 7 of Swords is, there's all things we just kind of don't want to deal with, and there's things we want to lean away from. Depending on how severe it is or how far we take it, it can be quite a challenging concept to override. The idea is that there's something in our minds and we're not ready to confront it, be it a big thing or a small thing, somewhere in between. But you're showing me your opening is active avoidance, and it has been for a while. But it's like I'm looking at your downline and then something about you opens up. So here we have strength. Where you have withheld or leaned away from communication, I actually see you opening up. 8 of Wands. 9 of Cups. When you are ready to do this, it's going to feel good. It's going to feel good because it's what you want. But I believe you had to understand that's what you wanted. Until then, you stayed the heck away from it. Communication, action, you name it. We didn't try to think about what we were going to say or do. We just didn't, right? And now you're showing me strength in the opposite form to open up. 8 of Wands, 9 of Cups. I don't know. It just, when you allowed yourself to do this, I just see you having felt better for it. 9 of Cups. Okay. The one attached to you, Page of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, the Fool. Yeah, something's happening for them. You know, they put something down too in the form of a page. Could also have been communication, but something that says, you know, like I was just telling someone else, let's get this started. So, 4 of Wands, the Fool. I mean, you can guess what they kind of want to get started. And perhaps up until this point, you avoided the question, you avoided the comment, you avoided the communication. Maybe you just didn't know. Maybe you were uncertain. Up until this point, though, you strongly avoided it. I don't know why, but you did. And you have your reasons. Everybody does. But this person's over the moon. They're over the moon. You know? They are thrilled. 4 of Wands, the Fool. So the prospect here of opening up to a relationship, be it a fresh beginning, okay, a refresh, or a brand new one altogether, I don't know. But up until this point, you're like, nah. And then one day you're like, yeah, okay. So, like I said, you have your reasons. It's just the reaction is blissful. I couldn't put it any other way. It's just blissful. It's blissful. You know, they're like, yes, let's get this started, whatever that means. So it's not too much. It's just about right. But the energy behind this person is ecstatic, to say the least. And it's sweet. It's actually quite sweet in its own way. The Fool's willing to open up and take a risk. It's like, I am if you are. I just needed permission. I just needed to know that you were interested. Something like that. It's lovely. The Ace of Swords, the Emperor, the Page of Wands. Yeah, I mean, you made, that is your master symbol, the Ace of Swords. You kind of made a singular decision here. You put your foot down with the Emperor and you're like, okay, I'll open up. But it was so official. It is so official. That is the most official decision I've seen to open up ever. And you put a lot of weight behind this particular decision and you had to think about it a great deal. It's like I had to know what I was doing before I did it, which I recommend. I don't know why you had to put so much thought into it, but you would know your own particular background story. So where you were coming from, perhaps it's been a while since you opened up, perhaps you and this person had some exchanges that you were on the fence about and you didn't know if you could lean in that direction. I mean, you name it. We're not getting into all that today. It's just up until this point, you didn't know until you knew. And there it is, the authority of a decision. I officially choose to open up towards this. You needed the Emperor for that. I don't know why, but I like it. I like your process. And it's something I don't, you know, I recommend to people all the time. If you're going to do something, know that you're going to do it. And you took your time with it. Okay. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please. Queen of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Page of Cups. There it is again. There it is again. So much authority around that decision. It's wild, but she's like, okay, I will officially accept that Ace of Wands. It's so official. Page of Cups. I mean, somebody delivered that energy. It was either them and this is your response, or the other way around. I don't know. But the mind is made up about this. It's exciting. It's exciting. It has prospects. Again, these pages are in perfect moderation to what I'm seeing. Okay. So the indication of this just getting started, the shyness, the tentativeness is apparent on both sides. Okay. But I like the enthusiasm and the decision making behind it. So, I mean, that's pretty straightforward, guys. It's nice. Okay. My thought is that whilst we're in Leo season, for some of you, as in soon. Okay. All right. What's going on? The pathway, 35, mask, 40, okay? Yeah, I see that duality. Again, it's not an accusation. I can see where the mask of two minds or two faces. Whereas before, you were closed off and that's the mask you showed, or the one you wore to whatever this is. And you're like, no, no, no. And then you put your other mask on and said, yes, okay? 40, and then number 35, the pathway. Concerning ourselves with the pathway, where's this going to take me? Where's this going to lead me? Where's this going to go? All that stuff is in there. yeah, it's gonna. That's what pathways do, guys. It's not until we're walking it that we kind of understand where it's actually gonna go. You have the initial outlook of what you can visibly see in front of you, but then the path is much further out. For any of you who hike, you know exactly what I'm talking about. How the trail starts and how it ends are two different things. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, a little bit of luck there. A little bit of luck. Okay, number 2. A little bit of luck there. The 4-leaf clover, the shamrock, and then of course to make a wish on those dandelions. Okay, let's do some charms. We have the letter O, once more, the big masculine glasses, cute. We have the arrow striking home. It's so wild that landed appropriately, almost in perfect horizontal position to the Ace of Wands. Boom. Wow. Up. Energy rising upwards. Of course, Cupid's arrow striking home, to the point, you name it, the determination of the arrow to strike true. Okay. And we have the bat, signaling in on our mate, sonar, this kind of thing. Really understanding where it's supposed to take us. All right, that feeling. It's really hard to define, but the bat is such a unique creature. Okay, well, Aquarius, honey, I hope this helped you. Congratulations. Take care. Be well. Gemini, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Gemini, please. Show me Gemini and their person. What's going on? Show me Gemini. I think one more. Show me Gemini, please. Very good. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse the energies as you see fit. What's up? Okay. The 5 of Swords, eh? Okay. Queen of Cups. Okay. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. We'll get to that. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. 8 of Cups. Page of Wands. You're both doing it. Okay. Hold on. The Moon. Yeah, that's what I thought. The Lovers, that's you. Okay. Okay. 10 of Swords. That's Death. Look. This is going to be one of those readings where it's not going to make everybody happy, nor should it. I don't do popularity tarot contests, guys. It's not about winning or losing. It's either your truth or it's not your truth. That's it. Okay? I have to agree with Death being here. Something either needs to transform or it needs to stop. Okay? Because I got 2 people not being entirely honest with each other. So there is room for transformation here if you want to. And that's going to be a big question for you. If you want to. But you have to be honest with yourself. Is that what you want for this situation? So Death is there in the overview. Let's keep that in mind, yeah? 5 of Swords, Queen of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. You ever heard that horrible, irritating, sarcastic phrase, why don't you tell me how you really feel? With you, I would say it, but with minus the sarcasm. Tell me how you really feel. Because right now you're lying to me a little bit. I do believe you have a Queen of Cups heart. I do. It wouldn't be possible to show me that unless you did. Someone who is open in the heart, soft, loves, and intuitively feels their way around things, but can claim their emotions. Okay? 6 of Pentacles. You're saying, I still feel good about this balance. So how far that 5 of Swords runs, I'm going to tell you what I told Aquarius, who got a 7. It happens. It's part of being alive. Okay? Unfortunately, human beings have a tendency towards self-sabotage in one way or the other, often multiple ways, for different reasons. Sometimes it's very severe, sometimes it's not. It just depends on how far we take it and we become aware of it. That's, like I said, it's going to be a big if for you. So long as you're in a position of telling yourself that you can still feel good about this balance, you're going to believe it because the 5 of Swords is here. Okay? Them, similar. They're not being very honest either, but it's from a different point of view. 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, Page of Wands. They're saying they're still open towards this, even though they're emotionally checked out. So that's a contradiction. It's not a full-on lie, but it is saying, well, I'm here. You know, I know how to speak for me, and I believe that, but their heart's not present, 8 of Cups. So it's not a direct lie, except they're saying Page of Wands. So by all rights, when they're saying I can still be open to this, they're still true. They're still being honest, but it's in a very low scale. In other words, they don't quite have the energy for this emotional energy specifically, even though their physical self shows up. Nine of Pentacles. It's like saying again, I'm here and I guess I'm open. That I guess is a Page of Wands. The Eight of Cups suggests the heart space isn't very much present for this. So I don't quite know where this person's motivation is to try. And you yourself aren't being completely honest about what you really feel. Okay? Just because someone says they're showing up and trying doesn't mean that you have to retain the same sense of feeling. I guess I got to try too. No, you don't. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a big if for you. Let's go over here. The Moon, lovers, that's you. Ten of Swords. Baby, you got a truth way deep down in there, and I think you shoved it way under the moon, which the moon is another metaphor for ocean. It's endless, and you never fully reach the depths of it or reach the moon. You can see it, you know it's there. It's a place of shadows and illusion and intuition, too. It's all mixed up in there. I know you honestly don't know how you feel all the time. You're literally under the moon here in the Ten of Swords. If you were being honest with yourself, I think you know how this is going to go down. Just because someone's making some half-hearted attempts doesn't mean you're obligated to respond in a like manner. I know you. You can be very agreeable. You're that sign that can blessedly see both sides of the street, both points of view. And you can often find common ground for that reason. It's one of your superpowers. Okay? You're very amenable. You always typically are as a collective. Just because someone says, I'm trying, doesn't mean you're like, oh, me too. I still feel the same about this connection/balance. Because you said so. I must feel the same. I must do. I know that you have a bigger heart and capacity for fullness than what they're showing me. You don't have to respond like for like. In fact, your advice here, the moon, the lovers, you. What do you really feel? And once you're in tune with that, what does that mean? Ten of Swords is here. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit to you. You know better. You should do, if you watch my stuff. Ten of Swords is the conclusion, guys. Death was in the opening. You know, I don't do half-hearted attempts. Well, I'm here. I'm trying to be open. Oh. Huh. Well, I guess I'll hang out here in Denialsville and be like, yeah, this is cool too. No. I don't know who this is to you. I don't pretend to. But I don't like this half-hearted gesture. And it comes from a place of experience, so maybe they feel obligated to do this for who knows reasons. People are afraid to let go, but they're not really in it either. You know what I mean? Let's get some advice, please. In other words, don't do what they're doing. Do what's right for you. Okay? Do literally what it is that you feel is correct for you, but that means you have to do some work first. Not with this person. They've already made it clear what they can do or the extent of how they're showing up, which ain't much. Think of a physical person cut in half, that half being their emotional self. Okay? So that's why you can't really confer with them. They've given you as much data as you can have. The rest is up to you. Okay? Is that acceptable to you? I don't think you feel the same. I think you feel obligated. Just because someone says they're trying, which means what? What does that mean? They're trying. Well, I'm here, aren't I? Are you here? Are you really in this? Do you really feel this? Four Cups, I know. Justice, Three Cups. It doesn't feel fair. It doesn't feel fair. No, it doesn't feel fair. It doesn't feel fair to you, first and foremost, with how you are allowing yourself to react to this. It's not fair to you, above all. Okay, everything begins with the self. And how you're allowing yourself to be like, yeah, that's fine. That's not fair to you. You're unhappy trying to keep this together. You're unhappy, literally unhappy trying to keep this together. It doesn't feel correctly spiritually or emotionally. That's because it's not. Let's not even get into the technicalities. We're just at the emotional and spiritual level right here. Okay? We are not happy bringing this to, it doesn't feel correct because it's not, baby. It's not. Don't dishonor yourself like this. Okay? Again, not an accusation or an insult. Don't take it as one. I'm here to help. Okay? And if it doesn't fit you, good. Good. Anything else in here, please? The guy. Oh, some of you are the guy, the man. I know, I see that. This is the romantic male, the one who is open for love, the one who is open to romanticism, the one who is open to that sense of taking it places to a particular depth or degree. I see that heart in you. So even if you're not a man, you know what I'm talking about. You really want to believe this. That's that masculine energy. You really want to believe this, don't you? So you feel obligated to feel the same, even though you don't. Number 28. The hothouse flowers, the main, I know it's coming across as masculine energy. I know they pulled the Queen of Cups, but that's not the point, guys. There's that sense of I need to believe this. You're stronger, honey. You're stronger than that. A beautiful hothouse flower, not easily grown. Appreciated by everyone, but very few can actually tend to it. Its needs and its cultivation is very particular. And the results can be beautiful, but it takes someone who has more than a passing glance to really appreciate it. Okay. Nobody knows how much work went into cultivating this. I think that you are someone who has a very strong heart. And you're kind of willing to bend to someone else's point of view if it means feeling good about the situation, even though it's not who you are. I think you have a lot of love in you that feels very strong sometimes, and to the point that you're like, it has to be true for this situation. It has to be. And you need to believe it. Honey, I want you to use that strength for yourself first and foremost. It's for you first and foremost. That internal sense of destination and strong feeling. And is this what's really good for me? Or am I just playing along to someone else's tune or rhythm? Okay. But that hothouse flower here suggests there's so much more to you. You're not easily... I mean, again, everybody can admire you, right? Anybody can admire you. Clearly. But that doesn't mean everybody gets you. Particularly what grew you into being. Okay? It takes a lot of work to love and maintain something that beautiful and rare. That's why most people pass by and say, oh, isn't that nice? And then they take a picture and then they move on about their lives. You have so much more to display, I believe. The anchor, some of you feel stuck. And then, of course, the anchor also represents not just stuckness, but emotional stability. Which one are you? Do you feel emotionally stable in this? Or do you feel stuck to it? Okay. This one took a bit more. I hate it when we use our biggest feelings to keep ourselves tuned into or glued into something that just really fails to appreciate us back. Right, that tells me how much of a big heart you have. That you believe in things like emotional loyalty and stability, but what happens when it's not returned? Okay. I didn't know how to comfort you. Someone's failing to show up for the other person, like I said. I think you feel a lot and you show very little of it. I will wait from a sign from you. Don't wait. That's part of self-sabotaging. Okay. I don't recommend that. Okay. That is waiting for things to improve or But someone who fails to know how to care for you, comfort you. Only 2, the wreath, sign of the world, of course, and indications of beginnings as well as endings. And for some of you, by December, the letter T. Okay, Gemini honey, I do hope this helped you. Put in the comments, take care, be well. Libra, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Libra, please. Show me Libra and their person. Show me Libra and their person. Springs. Springs, plural, not spring this season. Springs, something about springs? Not sure. That really hit fast out of nowhere. Springs. I don't know. I have no idea. It's been a while since I've had an impression that loud, but springs, all I heard was, it was really loud. I have no idea. Take it as it resonates, eh? A spring. Show me Libra, please. All right, one more. Show me Libra. I usually get more than that. All right, the Hermit. 9 of Cups. Justice. Wow, look at you. And you're out. Justice card, fantastic. The Hermit. Wow. Hey, maybe you're by a spring right now and you are chilling like hardcore in your zen. Wow, I like where you are, regardless of whatever else I see. I love where you are, actually. It's so peaceful. And you look so correct. You feel so balanced from the inside out. But we'll get back to you. Hold on. Let's keep on keeping on. Someone does not feel the same. 4 of Cups, Strength, and the Sun. Okay. Judgment, Page of Wands, and the 7 of Cups. And the Ace of Cups. Yeah. Okay. Ace of Cups, you are feeling really good. The heart space is soft. It's relaxed. You look chill. You're either ready for love, you're ready to be in love, you're open to love. I don't know, but I love that you love yourself and what's going on with you. Fantastic. Where this person is, I don't know. We're going to get to that. But I love that. You are open. Your heart's just so open, lovely, and soft. You know, you're feeling your feels. The water's flowing. I love this. Oh, so good. God. The Hermit, 9 of Cups, Justice. Man, I want to make that a particular flavor profile and just replicate the recipe so everybody can have access to it. That is fantastic. That is so good. Don't get me wrong. The Hermit suggests we've been on this pathway for a minute. Very rarely is healing an Instapot type situation. So some of you are natural healers. You know when to withdraw. You know when to walk the path. Hold up your lantern and look back on where you've been. That way you can learn about where you are and then also where you're going. So this is experience tied into healing, which is why it's one of my favorite cards in tarot. And 9 of Cups here, you know, strong sense of wish fulfillment of thyself. You are really acting in accordance to your own personal sense of wishes at this time. Basically, if it feels good for me, and it is good for me, so for it must be. Yes, I love this. Justice. Aren't you looking fantastic? That is literally your power card. You're feeling balanced from the inside out. So, justice has the implication of many things. Karma, keeping the balance, okay? Technicalities, legalities, and then also the spiritual sense of correctness. Again, going back to karma, okay? So you feel nice. You feel really good. I like where your heart is. I like where you are spiritually. And I like how you are really seeing yourself as your own wish fulfiller. This is the way it should be. Now, what's up with this character? 4 Cups, Strength, the Sun. You know, I don't see them by your side right now. And I don't know if they will be. Is somebody's lesson here to open up? So. But 4 of Cups, Strength, the Sun. Someone here is unhappy. They're not showing it with strength, so they're using strength to kind of oppose or suppress the feeling. I believe that will go into a conversion point soon, because the idea of Sun suggests openness and warmth. So strength, especially since it's at the heart of the reading. When you read tarot, hi, what's up? There's a couple of positions you should always pay attention to. Opening card, dead center, and if there's an overview. There isn't always. Conclusion's good too, but Conclusion's really negotiable depending on how people react to it. But the heart of the reading is strength, and I have to point this out to people all the time. You can use all energies, all cards, all elements for good or for ill, for black or white. Anything in nature has a pro and a con. Strength is at the heart of the reading. We can either use strength to push away or pull towards us. It takes the equal amount of force. So if we use our pride for ill and say this isn't true, I don't feel this way, I'm not upset, deny, 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 then you know what you get. If you use pride for your favor and say, I embrace this as my truth, accept it, and stop being so proud about it, that's when we start to change and alter things. So someone's using a lot of strength right now to kind of suppress what they naturally feel, which is upsetness, disappointment, hurt, 4 cups. It feels like someone's been left alone to play in the yard. And I understand that feeling, I get it, so I'm not trying to make fun of this person, but I also know that they could use strength for them and feel happy. The Sun. So. Again, life always presents choices. Very rarely are things that cut and dry. Some things like paying the bills are pretty cut and dry. Other things are not so much. Okay, over here, Judgment, Page of Wands, 7 of Cups. It is someone's divine judgment. Divine lesson to open the cup. Guess who it is? Okay? I can see that pride gets in the way. I get it. And I'm like that too. I can't knock it. I understand pride. I understand what it's for. I've had many times in my life where it's worked against me, and I've had many times in my life where it's worked for me. The point is, can I reflect on it honestly? That way I can learn from it and stop doing that. Right? Yeah. So there's times when pride is absolutely appropriate. Strength of will. Right? Strength of will. Okay? We also have to know when to tame the beast. That's what she does. Tame the beast. And say gentleness and love, not strength of will. Anyway, Judgment, Page of Wands, 7 of Cups. It's pretty open and shut case. Someone here has the lesson to open up, to be brave, to have a little nerve, a little something. And 7 of Cups isn't a lot. It's really not. Let's get some advice, please, because you look so good. You don't need it. So it's really about advice for maybe this situation. If you have a feeling about it, I don't know, something like that. Let's get some advice, please. I love where you are, and so if it helps, I don't know why they'd be watching, because by all rights, you seem to be all about you, and it's in a lovely way. It's in the best ways. I would say if there's a time for this person to open up, it would be now. It would be now. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. Queen of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Wands. There it is again. There's the resistance. Resistance towards you. I shall not release any energy. I shall not go that way. I shall not go in Libra's direction. I won't. Again, perhaps they're afraid that you'll be cutting. Perhaps they're afraid you won't listen. The thing is with the King and Queen of Swords, they hold the sword and it feels threatening, right? I think this person's afraid that you will cut them down. Here's the thing with that sword, it has an obligation to listen, because the sword at the end of the day, whatever else you attach to it, represents information or the lack of it. Okay? Whether or not that information is communicated is completely beyond, that's the whole point. They need to know. They cannot make decisions unless they know. The King and Queen of Swords. So would you listen? Probably. Are they more afraid of the consequences of perhaps you cutting them down? Because they do have a blast of energy towards you, but they block it. I suggest in this person switch up modalities from going from fire to something softer like water. Maybe something practical like a pentacle. But if where this was last hanging was frustration or anger or too much passion and not enough of the emotional influence, you know, maybe that was the problem. Too much frustration and not enough expression of other things that are more tangible. Okay? But it's not really your lesson, but just FYI. If it comes forward, it might do one day. I have no idea what the hell that means. I think if anything, just take away from this, honey, confirmation of you being in such a wonderful place. And that is wonderful. Perhaps some of you are chilling by a spring. I love it. I love it. We have a lot of natural springs here. I'm like that as well. Okay, here we have, the mature man, number 5. Someone who has developed, someone who has seen the world. They have practical experience attached to them. The idea is that we should know better. No fool here. Come on. I don't know who this is, you or them, but someone here is supposed to be mature enough to understand what the heck's going on. Number 5, also P.S. the Hierophant energy. What else, please? Okay. Time is a thief. Time is getting away. Time is getting away. Number 24, time is a thief. I was ready to say. The decision is here. It looks so simple to me, but I'm guessing this person's got a lot of... Yeah, that's a lot of pride there. Okay. But as I say, now's the time. Now's the time. Time is a thief. It does indeed get away from us. And therefore, perhaps the decision is shrinking every day. The wishing well. Number 41. Someone's deepest wish. The Institute. Number 19. The officiousness. Oh, boy. We're getting caught between what we want to do at the wish level and what we're allowing ourselves to do at the official level. So, all that official paperwork is such a bitch. The officiousness, the Institute. Someone's getting caught up on the official word, the official thought, the official something. I don't know where that's coming from. There's something here about a stamp that someone's not overriding, or they won't allow themselves to override it. Very authoritative. Okay. And yet, the wish remains. I would just say time is now. Timing is now. Timing is now. Timing is nigh. Okay? Let that disrupt your lovely process, and it is a lovely process. I'll see what could happen for them. They could feel happy and sunny. But we have to be open up towards it. The sense and blinking lights are me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, there's a good chance you intuitively feel this person, or you get sync-ups with them, things like that. The sense and the blinking lights are me. That's the energy influence there. I know people don't always believe in connectivity like that. I don't blame people for that. Why would you? But if you're observant enough, you've seen enough things, you know the difference between a coincidence and okay. That was something. I had the most amazing sync up the other day. Amazing. Oh my God. It was so good. It was chef's kiss. And I'm like, well, that one's definitely not a coincidence, but I don't want to go into it. I don't want to go into it, but just to let you know, yeah. Anyway, I'm afraid to contact you. No shit. Oh my God. I understand. I saw that right here. But time is getting away from us. I'm afraid to contact you. Yeah. I would just say switch up the energies from something that is sometimes angry but passionate to something we can wrap our head around, such as information, emotional information, or pentacle information. Somebody here is afraid of reprisal. Very much so. It's like the word is law. So, I don't know. FYI. Especially since they're afraid of getting cut by you. Word is law, strength of will. Perhaps the way you two parted once upon a time, however that is. I don't have the reference here today. There might have been harsh words and somebody might have said, I don't want to see you again or hear from you again. Okay. It's something like that. 19. I feel like if this person needed to do this, they needed to do it. You're in such a good place. Whatever this is or was, It doesn't hit your radar like that anymore. You're not concerned with that anymore. It doesn't hurt you anymore. You're in such a loving, open space. If anything, I feel like your reaction would be understanding to whatever it is they had to say. But if someone really gets hung up on the official word here, despite what they're wishing and feeling for themselves, I can see where the hangback is going to be really real. So it just kind of depends on how much, what do you want to say and how do you want to say it? It's either something you got to get out and be willing to use judgment, learn your lesson about opening up, instead of reinforcing this idea of you have to close off. I don't see you as a threatening energy. I don't. I just don't. I just don't. But that's not to say that's not how you two left things. I want to tell this person they need to do what they need to do. It's better than where they've been, which can't be good. You look like you would handle it well anyway. Grace, dignity, and the willingness to listen. So, I don't know. It's up to you. Tarot doesn't dictate shit. Okay? I don't know. If anything, there'd be a sense of happiness in just having said what they needed to say. And that's really the point of most things, guys. You know, just because you receive it doesn't mean you have to feed back to it. But the point is it would make them feel better. You know, we get to choose our level of participation, including that which we deny. Absolutely. We have to take ownership for that shit too. Okay, we have Aquarius in reverse, friendly. Okay, and then we have Capricorn medallion in reverse, the key word here being ambitious. Friendly, ambitious, drive, focus. Some of you are very concerned on your money at this time. Big dollar bill. Also confirmation of earth signs. Pegasus, upright. Finally, yay. That sense of master of one's destiny. I can take off whenever the heck I want to. Spatula, confirmation. Some of you like to cook. Profession, hobby, or you're just cooking right now maybe. And butterfly. Time of transformation. Things have changed for you. Transformation. Yeah, you've done a good job of that. Okay, Libra honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Taurus, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Taurus, please. Show me Taurus. Show me Taurus and their person. Let's do one more. Show me Taurus, please. All right. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse the energies as you see fit. What's up? Oh, Five of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Well, we'll get back to that. Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Also a contradiction. Two of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. I mean, are you sure you want to keep yourself open to this? Overview, the Seven of Cups. I know you're trying, but the point is that you're trying too hard. Honey, look, Seven of Cups, I see you trying to remain open to something here that, frankly, it's hitting your radar at lukewarm at best. You know, it's a little bit of emotional exploration, but for the most part, you're showing me fragmentation because your Seven of Cups are very diluted here. Parts of it are love, but I don't like where it's coming from. We'll get to that. Parts of it are exhaustion. Part of it is absenteeism. You have mixed feelings here, a lot of mixed feelings. But the reason why I disagree with your love energy is because you do, but you don't know that yet. Five of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. It's kind of like you're saying, I have to be in love with this, or I have to have feelings for this. I have to. I have to. And no, you don't. If you have to lie to yourself about it, Five of Swords, then that's not correct. If we have to talk ourselves into or out of anything, it behooves us to stop. To stop. I would really advise you to get your feelings consolidated. Okay, and the Taurus I'm looking at, this is what sucks. You're convinced they are. You're convinced your feelings are consolidated. That if you were to poke apart your heart, you'd be like, you couldn't. It's a fortress. I know exactly who and what it beats for. Okay. Five of Swords, it's not an accusation, guys. Everybody has Five of Swords from time to time. A Seven of Swords from time to time. It happens. It does. Okay. I disagree with it because it's a form of self-sabotage. This is what I really feel. No, what you really feel is actually quite fragmented. If you have to tell yourself you have feelings for anything, it's time to stop and really look at that. That should not be there, honey. I don't like it. Now let's jump on over here. It's not an accusation, guys. They got issues too. Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, the Eight of Swords. It's not the most flattering of features. It's like, yeah, it's really, 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 really hard to work things out with you, and I don't see it getting better, but such is life. So, not the best representation of either aces today. You're like, I absolutely have love for this. Big love. Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. And they're like, I can absolutely make this work with Taurus. And I totally believe that. And the Eight of Swords, it's the unwillingness to look at the deeper issue here. I mean, don't tell me it's hard work. Okay, fine. Everything in life that it means something to us, it's hard work. Duh. It's going to happen. Like, I love my job 90% of the time. And then there's that 10% where it gets hard. And you have to remind yourself, you know what? This is why I do it. Okay. That's a healthy Ten of Wands to an Ace of Pentacles. What isn't is Eight of Swords is I don't see that changing. No, there's not a deeper issue to that about why it's quote unquote so hard to make it work. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, all Ace of Pentacles are like this. So, yeah, no, you're both telling me you have similar issues, and neither one of you is being terribly forthright about it. You have your reasons. Two of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and if we continue to choose this, we will become even more increasingly emotionally absent from it. If we do not change our investment, it will continue to remain the same. So no change plus no change is going to equal no change. In fact, it will typically make things worse. So you went from a 7 to an 8. The more you continue to choose this, no matter how small, Page of Pentacles, the more you invest in that lie, the worse you're going to feel. And I'm not trying to be that person, honey. I want to help. If you don't resonate with this, cool. Check your other placements. But this isn't good. It's not good for either one of you. You're self-sabotaging your way. They're self-sabotaging in their way. And somehow you both mutually agreed to keep on keeping on. But of course, it's going to make you both feel worse, not better. Let's get some advice, please. Again, once more, I'm not picking on you. But we need to see things as they really are. And you should never, ever, ever be in a position of telling yourself, I totally love this and mean it. And it does show up as reality. This is not theory. This is reality. Let's get some advice, please. Honey, I think the world of you. I know you have a beautiful heart. You cannot show me what you do not have, okay? So I know you have a beautiful heart. So why would you want lies to cross it like that? You speak to what you feel. Never force it to do otherwise, ever. You cost yourself. Okay, I agree. Ace of Pentacles with somebody, it gets hard. It gets real. That's what realness is. It gets real. Real gets real. Real also respects real. So the fact that we can't quite see the issue, we're not terribly interested in discovering more about it. I feel like you're both going along with the status quo, but neither one of you talks about it. Okay? Yeah, I know. Six of Swords for some of you that kept trying to make an appearance. Some of you sometimes drift away, but we don't give it too much thought. Okay. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please, for Taurus. I mean, that's really on the nose, but I don't, yeah, but I don't disagree. It's just really direct. It's really direct. Okay, the world, you, the Hierophant, the Four of Pentacles, baby, you can choose to let this go. If you chose to self-sabotage like this, you can choose the opposite. The opposite choice is always available to us. Okay. It's you holding on. So here's the thing with the world, okay? It's in the position of exit or ending. But the thing with all world, it stands as a proposition. You can close something out, you can open it, or you can perpetuate it. I see how you perpetuate it, and you see where it's gotten you. You don't have to choose this. Just whatever you do, stand up for it and mean it, and know that it's coming from you, but it's for you. Okay? I think you know. I think you don't want to hear it, but I think you know. I think you intuitively feel it. You can't have a heart like that and don't tell me you don't have intuition in some way. But the Five of Swords, part of that, that's my list, is to kind of deny that feeling. Okay. Like always, I want what's best for you, not what's worst. Okay. I wouldn't want anyone to lie to themselves like that, or feel like they were in prison, and anything else would be to suggest to roll the dice. Well, you already know what one side of that is, right? I know. The Tree of Life, stability. Okay. What you have managed to accomplish, the roots, but you also have to understand it's about legacy too. What it is you inherit. Okay. And therefore what it is you tend to pass on to others. What is that legacy? Not just how much coin you've made, but the life you've lived, the love you love, and why. The concerns are here about your legacy. Yes, number 33. And okay, that was meant to be. And the imprisonment, am I chained to this so-called legacy? And is this the one I really want for myself? All good questions. Yes. You can either take that sense of imprisonment and feel helpless, or you can take that imprisonment or sense of it and set yourself free of it. It's going to come down to how you perceive your legacy. What it is you have left behind. How do you perceive yourself? How do you want to be perceived so many years down the road? That's you. Actually, both of yours are here. Double fives. The mature man. With the concern. I know you have the wisdom and insight to see these things, Taurus, honey. I know you do. Okay. You're a Taurus. You've been around the block. You've seen things. You know what you have accumulated, and you know what could be passed on to others. You're part of your own life path experience here. I mean, if you really believe that there's nothing you can do and that you are chained to this legacy, then that is indeed what will happen. I know that's not what you want. I know you feel it too. Okay. sense of impoverishment, doing without. It's not just poverty as in finances, but that sense of doing without. What will be my alternative then? Ask yourself that. Indeed, what would be your alternative? You can either see new beginnings as a threat, or you can see them as a new beginning, indeed. You wouldn't be starting over, you'd be starting over with experience. There's that sense of fearing change and poverty and will I be doing without. These are all very normal Taurus fears, okay? You know what I fear? Ever being in a position where I have to lie about my feelings like that. Because then you might start to believe it. And what does that mean? About someone who's like, it is what it is. You know, let's just try to make it work the best we can every day. No further insights, though. Okay, I know there's more to the both of you than that, but your oracles and advice cards were actually incredibly straightforward. Happiness is not a betrayal of me. You would not be betraying yourself if you chose happiness. I wish I could share my good news with you. You have some good news? You wish you could share your good news with somebody? Can I help? There's an offer of help. How can I help you? How can I help you? How can I help you? Assistance? Can I help? Can I be of assistance? Is there anything I can help you with? Somehow these two are related. I don't know how. It seems to be outside of this mess. I don't quite know how to explain it. It is outside of this. I can't make that any more distinct. I just know that this conversation or dialogue is outside of this mess. I'm sorry. I can't do more without clarifying, and then you know what will happen. Apparently chaos. Oh yeah, the complaints are real. You gave whatever sign 3 more minutes than my sign. Do you hate us? Everybody wants mommy's attention, let me tell you. Everybody. I mean, I am a mom, so I get it, but at the same time, really, Taurus? No, you don't do that. You wouldn't do. No, not Taurus wouldn't do that. The letter X, dog with a bone, the anxiety, the frustration, okay? The cloud, the heaviness, okay? That sense of seeing clouds, but remember all clouds have silver lining, okay? Clouds. The shark, sense of survival, power, pursuing, have to pursue at all costs, consuming, okay? Also, sign of Scorpio, I'm not seeing it that way. I'm seeing it as the energy behind it. It's exhausting to constantly have to pursue and consume. I don't know. Or it feels like you're being consumed by this energy. We have the Medallion of Capricorn in reverse. The key word here being ambitious. It's like you can never rest. Okay. Or something's always consuming the resources, it seems. Maybe. Taurus, honey, I do hope this helped you. I do. They can't all be sunshine and rainbows, and you've had some amazing readings. But this one, I wish I had more time with it. I do. I do. There's a core point in here. And if you see it, and if you feel it, and if you're so inclined, share it, put it in the comments. Regardless, I hope it helped you. Take care. Be well. Virgo, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo. Let's do one more. Show me Virgo, please. Sagucha. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but it's explaining the intro. Reverse those energies as you see fit. What's up? Knight of Cups, Ten of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Oh, yeah, it's just Taurus. You know, sometimes things get hard, but that doesn't mean they're not worth doing. And you're telling me it's really hard to express yourself here, but you want to try. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Let's see, the Knight of Pentacles, Death, and the Six of Cups. Okay. Them, not so much. Let's get that out of the way right now. Okay, the Emperor, Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers. So that's okay. Five of Wands. You're frustrated. Right now your frustration is tying back to this Ten of Wands. Something that you're trying to express yourself with and balance with at minimum isn't responding well. Brief summary. There is another energy here today that doesn't seem to be the focus, but we'll get to that. So Five of Wands, frustration, tired, exhaustion, pushing one's will back and forth, tit for tat, arguing, large scale, small scale, somewhere in between. I just know that it's carrying over directly on the midline back to you with that Ten of Wands. So Knight to Cups, that is a lovely sense of emotional feeling or flow. The Knights are responsible for moving our stuff outside of ourselves. Okay? Sometimes I see it approach us, but this is you going outward. Okay? And it's hard for you. It's so hard for you to express your feelings to someone, but you're trying, and you've been trying, and it feels like you're met with rejection. There's a reason why. And your only goal in this is Six of Pentacles. Just, can we feel better about the balance, please? Can we, bare minimum, technical default, Six of Pentacles is, can we at least feel better about the exchange between you and I? Can we make things a little easier? Can we make things a little smoother? Does it always have to be a fight or a battle of wills? Why can't we smooth out the edges here? I just want to express myself to you. Love you, show some vulnerability. And then what am I met with? All I'm trying to do is balance here. And they're like, well, too bad, so sad. Knight of Pentacles to Six of Cups. Whatever this union is, they don't seem to be interested in returning it. Not in a way that's even balanced. They're saying Six of Cups, our emotional connection's over. You're saying Six of Pentacles, at least on the 3D, can we be more civil to each other? You know, maybe the feelings will flow in time, I think is what your proposition is. And they're like, no, that emotional connection, even if it's not a unique soul bond, that sense of unique flow, time spent. Think of that way, time spent. They're like, whatever our time spent together at the emotional level is, I'm not contributing to it anymore. And they haven't for a long time. Knight of Pentacles is very slow. Very slow. And I think that's why it's been so frustrating for you, because it feels like you are the only one trying to push the connection uphill when it should already be at the top of the hill. And even if it gets to that position of falling to the bottom, it takes two to put it back up there. So I know that you are very much interested in getting this connection back on top of the hill where it feels good to the both of you. And you're not asking for a lot, but I want you to see how you're being received. Nothing. So even if the agreement on the surface is to kind of get along, if you want the emotional connection back in place, they don't seem to be interested. I'm telling you that because I don't want you to put any more of yourself into this than you have, because you're showing me that you're pissed off and you're frustrated. Why is it so hard? That's because they've given up, honey. They've given up emotionally. See that for what it is. You shouldn't have to push anything uphill by yourself if it involves someone else. Does it show up for you in the way that you need, or that you are struggling to get them to meet your needs, in which case it still shouldn't be that hard? They don't seem to be interested. Let's jump on over here. The Emperor, Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers. So this is something else. One of my phrases that seem to thrill people and piss them off simultaneously. This is something else. The Emperor, Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers. That is a connection that has the potential to be extremely vibrant, extremely active and vibrant. Where it is in conjunction to your life, I don't know. There is a strong sense of nurturing, care, and even a kind of empowerment attached to it. Okay? It seems to be abundant love and care and quality. Very abundant. I have no idea where it is in approximation to you, because you're still pushing this connection uphill and someone else has given up. Okay? I don't know if this is in proposition to your future timeline. I don't know if this is someone you used to know and the connection is just fits better, or it could do. I don't know. But that sense of protectiveness, quality, and care in this is really high. Okay? This is the person who would be by your side pushing anything, whatever it was, up the hill with you. You wouldn't be doing it alone. Very strong. Very strong connection. Okay? Let's go ahead and get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please. What's going on? Show me, Virgo. One more. Show me, Virgo, please. Three of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Swords. Okay, well, that explains it then. Three of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Swords. Looking back in reflection on the time spent on this and how it might be headed in a particular direction. We're not there yet. We're still in that point of view of reflection, looking backwards to give us hope, but still understanding maybe what's before us in the future. Ten of Swords. Okay? Not the easiest thing to understand or digest. A lot of time has already passed with you in the situation. And sometimes you still look backwards at the past over that time with hope. And yet the ending still seems to be there. Okay? That's why I don't think this has come into play. Not yet. All right. Concern for some of you that just happened to catch my about the commitment here, or the burden, or the sense of burden attached to it. In this deck, it's more appropriately featured as the cross to bear. Well, that depends on one's point of view of the cross and the commitment of it. First of all, 29 for some of you might be a number of significance. Okay, 29 twice. So if some of us feel imprisoned to a particular energy that you either feel like the female who is imprisoned here, or some of you feel imprisoned to this particular female. Okay. Or another interpretation, considering this line here, we feel we are not free to choose a particular person. Someone who is more inclined to love and open to be loved and this kind of thing. Lots to choose from there. Okay. Time is a thief. It's getting away from us. Okay. Number 24. There's the Lovers. Yeah, we have a lot to work with here. So the tulip is the indication of the lovers. Back in the day, it was the only form of communication was to send each other flowers, specifically tulips. Tulips come to represent the lovers over the years. As a way of connecting to a person without being so visible for everyone to see. Very little room for a private life back in the day. So we had to have secret forms of communication and symbols. Anyway, some folks feel chained to one, but would strongly desire a connection with someone else, either known or unknown. It's yet to be. Okay. So 29, 29, 9, and 24. I lived my life through you, living vicariously. Okay. I left a piece of me in you. I wish I had treated you better. I am with you all the time. Okay. Take those as it resonates. After all, there is 3 energies here today. It's one of the reasons why I don't typically read more than 2. What's going on? I should say it's a potential third, but that doesn't mean that you don't know them at some point. Oh my. We have the letter B, the medallion of Aquarius. Just straight up Aquarius. You might have some strong Aquarius in your chart. Could be connecting to one. The great white shark in reverse and upside down. Scorpio energy, but not able to pursue. Not able to pursue. And it's not a matter of survival in some cases. But not able to pursue. Okay. Virgo, honey, I do hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Capricorn, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Capricorn, please. Show me Capricorn in their person. Show me Capricorn in their person. Okay. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse the energies as you see fit. Okay, the Chariot, Strength, the Hanged Man, okay, okay, Ace of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Wands. 9 of Cups, 6 of Swords, and the Tower. Yeah. The High Priestess, do you have a strong feeling about this? That would explain why you halted all activity. Okay, the High Priestess, you had a feeling about this. Mind you, just in your overview and on your own downline, you have 4 majors. So, you know, the spiritual implication is such as that you're saying that you are really taking the time to listen to yourself, and I think you should. You're in a highly intuitive state, but it's also a quiet process with the High Priestess. In other words, this is between you and you. You are sorting something out. The Chariot, at first, I can tell that you're that person that immediately, once you understand something's correct, you wholeheartedly set off in one particular direction with the Chariot there. Cool, that's fine. It's always a good thing to know what it is that you would do. No apologies. This is how I move forward. But sometimes with that energy, particularly if you're used to that kind of gung-ho energy, you have to know when to stop because something don't feel right. I agree. Something here don't feel right. So Strength, talk about pumping the brakes. Hanged Man, you're pausing. It's a very elaborate pause because I know your initial inclination was to take off and head in one particular direction with full conviction. This is where I'm going to be. This is how I'm going to show up. This is what's up. Right? But something, you had a feeling that said, stop. Stop real quick. Hold on. Let's get some perspective on this. It was a good call. 8 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. I don't like this. It's a partial conviction of contribution, but it's basically out of ego, recognition, wanting to get recognized. It's not full-on assistance, work productivity, a sense of acquaintanceship. It's not quite there. It says it can't possibly conceive of giving more than a 3 of Pentacles, and you can get a 3 of Pentacles anywhere. So I don't know what this connection is to you. It could be in work. It could have to do with a sense of level of cooperation, friendship, or something more. And if you're hoping it's something more, this ain't that. And if somebody who's like, yeah, I can totally help you out with that at work, you know, I don't see much contribution. I see more confidence in ego and wanting victory as opposed to putting real thoughtful work into whatever this is. And it's at the heart of the reading, so I'm deeply curious about what that 3 of Pentacles is. I think the moment this person gets called out on their shortchanged activity, because it is kind of a shortchange, you know, shortchanging you, the situation, or what they said that they would put into it, is going to make itself known sooner rather than later. Okay? As opposed to real authentic work. So if we're talking about work, I would feel more comfortable with a 6 and 8 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles, but not a 3. You know, it's kind of like saying 8 of Swords. I can't really see myself getting more than this and not questioning too much. It's kind of like, is this acceptable? 6 of Wands. So there's a sense of I want my name on it. I want the glory of it. I want to be associated with it. I want to be seen with it. But I don't want to take full responsibility of it. So, you know. I don't know how important this is to you, but it was enough to make you pause and kind of feel that this might be the case with this person. And it's over here too. The 9 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, the Tower. The translation is you literally don't feel good about this. You do not feel good about this. About proceeding specifically. I don't think you're going to proceed with the Tower. I don't. I think you wanted to. With the 9 of Cups and the Chariot, I think you really wanted to feel good about this, but you couldn't talk yourself into it, nor should you. No, in fact, you did the right thing. You stopped, said, hold up, listen to yourself. I don't see you moving forward in this. They don't seem to be stamped with a lot of credibility. I think this is that person who signs up to something in the moment, and then they lose steam for it later. Okay? But hey, they want to be able to say that they were part of it or that they tried, and that's the say part, the talk part, is not what we're interested in. We're interested in some sort of real activity here. Real work, real cooperation, something. But the fact that straight out the gate, they said, I can't conceivably give more to it than this, but I'm not going to challenge myself on that too hard either. This is what I can do. So, I don't know if this person's trying to save face. I don't know. Maybe they're really excited about what you're doing and they wanted to put their name on it. I don't know. Okay. I just know that you really wanted to feel good about it, but honestly, you just can't. You just can't, nor should you. So you had to talk between you and you. Okay. That's one of the benefits of not talking yourself into or out of anything, just really taking the time to pause and kind of feel the situation for what it is. Okay. Let's get some advice, please. Not that I think you need it. It's going to come as a shock that you're saying, I'm not going to move forward with this. But I also think that it's correct for you. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please. That really looks like a limp or half-hearted promise to me. I don't like it. 3 of Cups, King of Swords, and the 7 of Pentacles. You know? I just trust your experience on this one. Just your experience on this one. I think you have enough connection with this to understand where it stops. You seem to know something about this person that says, whatever it is you're offering, I know for a fact is going to have a plateau or a top out. I'm familiar with your energy, something like that. It's not a lot, but it was enough. You're like, you know what, I can't really take this seriously. Or you, or whatever this is, seriously, I'm sorry. I have to agree. It's not a lot, but it's enough for you to work with this or not work with it and understand more or less what the outcome might be. So I say trust with what you know. You have experience with it, connecting to it specifically. And I think that's why you were momentarily excited, because there is a sense of comfort and familiarity, but not enough to override your good kind of practical sense here, business sense, love sense, something like that. You know what I mean? All right. Like I said, I think you know better with the mature man. That's the experienced one here. I think we know. I think we know. Okay? There's something here about the health, your health or their health, or again, just that disposition, the mental disposition. That also includes one's mental health in that respect of blind spots. This person's got serious blind spots. About what they sign up for versus what they can actually do. Okay? Something like that. Or perhaps you really don't think that they're up to snuff physically. There's that too. There's the, messages, vibrant, lively, one from the mature woman. Okay. You know, there's that vibrancy in terms of 6 of Wands. I want the recognition, I want the credit for it, but I don't think this person's up for it. Okay? And the thing is that these two, the key word here being mature, that means they should both have a wealth of experience attached to them. But if we're kind of hoping for best outcome and we're not really listening to the feasibility of this and really understanding our own limitations and what we can actually put into it, then it doesn't really matter how well intended we are or how experienced we are. You know, it's even though we know better, sometimes we act like we don't. Okay? $29. Look, that's interesting. Not sure how this relates. Actually, to be honest, I'm not sure why I continued. I don't know why I pressed the issue. I had enough information. A little bit of luck with something else, though. Something that's a little softer, more romantic, a little more open-hearted. We want luck with that. Something like that. A little bit of luck there. Interesting. Maybe taking your luck elsewhere and having softer sort of expectations for it. A little bit more hope injected in there. I'm not sure. Interesting. That's for some of you. And then also for some of you, 2 and 29. You can break generational patterns. In other words, you don't have to do the same thing you've always done with this person or any situation that sounds similar. Okay, you can break any pattern. Particularly if you've just always been gung-ho about things before, you know that you're supposed to stop when something feels off, right? Okay. Do you still feel my presence? Now that's interesting. I look everywhere for you. See, there is something else here. It's so odd. Do you still feel my presence? I look for you everywhere. Where is this coming from? There's something else here, softer. There's a longing here, something else outside of this. Huh, I look for you everywhere. Okay. Capricorn, I hope that helps you. If that's, well, that's another reading for another day, isn't it? I don't know why I'm picking up on it, but it seems to be connected to you in some way outside of this. Regardless, I hope it helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Scorpio, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Scorpio, please. Show me Scorpio in their person. Show me Scorpio. Show me Scorpio in their person. Very good. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board by explaining the intro, reverse the energies as you see fit. What's going on? The High Priestess. Judgment. Oh, yeah. 2 of Cups. Feeling a little intuitive at the moment, are we? We'll get back to that. Okay. 7 of Cups. The 9 of Pentacles. And the Knight of Swords, eh? All right. Queen of Cups. I went, all right. I don't know why. Just hold on. Queen of Cups, the Hierophant, and the 2 of Wands. Yes, I would say there is a decision in here somewhere. In the overview, Temperance, time has passed. Time has passed. That's the passage of time in your overview, and it's a good thing too, Temperance. A lot of time, though. A lot of patience, a lot of healing, particularly as it concerns one's personal waters, okay? Trying to really maintain peace for yourself, patience for yourself, temperance, patience, understanding, healing, insight, all that good stuff. But it's stretched out over a long period of time. Okay? And what have we been doing in that period of time? It's active, though. It's not like the Wheel of Fortune. It's just like the passage of time. It could be in the past. It could be fast forward. This says, oh, you've been doing stuff. Okay? The High Priestess. Well, intuition's out. Feeling intuitive, but it's a quiet internal process regarding one's feeling and spiritual essence here with Judgment. Oh boy. A lot of insider feeling there. You're really trying to navigate your sense of direction, judgment, lesson via your intuition, which is a good thing. In other words, I don't see you trying to contain yourself to one exclusive answer. You're just trying to remain open to your course of direction, particularly as it relates to a Two of Cups. Now, an emotional essence between yourself and someone else at this point. I'm saying essence because I'm not seeing any 4D. Not yet. I said 3D. So, really trying to find your feelings about the greater scheme of thing, a lesson attached to love in some way between yourself and someone else. Okay? It's a quiet process. It's very intuitive. You're trying to learn from it. You're trying to remain open towards it. No definitive answers. Just really what it meant to you. What it means to you now. Okay. 7 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Well, it kind of says bravery a little bit because, and I mean that because I have 7 of Cups, someone who's trying to be open. I'm not saying it is emotional fragmentation. If it was, I'd tell you. I see it as someone wanting to open up, and it looks like it's going to happen in a split moment of perhaps what you might call bravery or just nerve or just a gesture that happens fast. And it's a 9 of Pentacles, so it's coming from the autonomous self, someone who has experience, someone who enjoys standing on their own 2 feet, someone who understands that they are capable. So it feels like it's being thrust forward. What might come across to you as quickly, but for this person, it might have been back building. So someone who wants to remain open to feeling, to some kind of love, standing on their own 2 feet and projecting something out to you. And the Knights of Swords can show up in various ways. Communication as sword is the thought as well as the action. It could actually be action, not just communication, but then again, communication is a form of action. So there you go. It comes forward in some way of its own self, of its own accord, because it wants to. It wants to be there, otherwise the 9 of Pentacles wouldn't be showing. It's also at the heart of the reading. Now, let's jump on over here. Queen of Cups, there you are again, darling. The Hierophant. And the 2 of Wands. Once more, I'm seeing somebody... I see you there with the Queen of Cups. It's lovely. It's going back to your intuitive state, your flow state. It's very soft, healing, non-judgmental, open to suggestion from the universe about processing and feeling and navigation, but tying it all back to love. Some sort of love, union, or bond, or feeling you have or has for somebody. You're still gathering influence from it. You're still healing from it, but you're also healing within it. So it's not just, quote-unquote, getting over somebody. No, that's not what I'm saying here. It's like, how did that somebody influence you? And the lessons you learned from it. And what you are learning from it is actually quite beautiful. You seem to be a lot kinder to yourself, a lot more patient with yourself. And you kind of suspended judgment about your heart flow. I don't know why that's such an important piece here, but it is. You ever been in a situation where you had to kind of stop judging yourself for your feelings? For yourself or someone else? That's where you are, but it's kind of like in a bigger picture kind of way. You're still learning from it. You're being kind with your feelings towards yourself and I believe someone else, in essence. And you know what? You've done a beautiful job with it. You've done a beautiful job with it. Okay? It's almost like you can reflect upon it now and feel good about it. And that's how you really know temperance has been achieved. You can say, this is what I've learned from it. This is what I will continue to learn from it. And you feel at peace with it. So, and then this person comes in with a sharp angle of reality. When you're out here and you're kind of Scorpio, dream state of big lessons in love and really trying to not box yourself in on judgment. Just trying to go with the flow of it and understand and learn and heal from it. So it's very beautiful. It's admirable. But it's 100% water and spirit. So when I tell you this one came in like a slash, as like, where'd you come from? Scorpio's over here to dreamlike state, just feeling really good about themselves, and that's wonderful. It's hard earned though. So yeah, when this comes on through, I don't know, but it does. It has a touch of bravery attached to it. swooping in and saying something, doing something. Okay, and the Queen of Cups, and there you are. Once more, I see your heart space soft, relaxed, non-judgmental, open to the intuitive process, and just feeling love for yourself and possibly the situation. And the Hierophant and the Two of Wands, that decision is tied to somebody in a very large spiritual way. Okay? I believe to come forward, say something, but it took a minute. Like I said, once it's out, it's like a cork out of the pops. You might have taken some pressure to build it up and out, but once it releases, it shoots forward. So when that comes on through, I don't know. I just, all I can tell you is that you feel good about it. That's all I have, is that you feel good about it. It doesn't seem to rock your boat. In fact, you're just showing me more peace and tranquility over the subject. So that's how I know temperance took effect. Had it been under any other conditions, you might not have received this well, but now's the time. So I don't know, because I don't know how long it took you to get in this beautiful, graceful, and this natural state of grace that you're in. And by that I mean you're really in your water element, you know? All right. I wish I had more for you, so let's check out your advice. Let's see what's going on. What's going on? So many lessons and love, and how you see seriously, I think my hair it gave up today. And you know what? I've given up on my hair. That's it. That's it. Two can play that game, honey. Now the humidity, you guys, you don't even know the humidity. What's going on? Let's get some advice, please, for Scorpio. Let's get some advice, please. Knights of Pentacles, the Star. I told you! With the King of Pentacles, I done told you. I'm telling you, there's a build-up here. It is a build-up. Once... It sounds ridiculous, but once the cork pops on that bottle of champagne, the buildup behind it was slow, but it was steady. But once it's there, you can't miss it. So there's a dream here, there's a star here, there's a vision here tied to someone, King of Pentacles, someone who's very practical in nature, stable, resourceful, you name it. But there's a big vision, there's a big desire and dream in this person. It took a while. It took a while for it to build, but once it's there, you can't miss it. It shows up solid. So whatever this is that comes through, all I can tell you is that it's sincere. There are notes of a kind of a nerve shooting through it, but I'm seeing that steadfastness of self, not once but twice. So it looks legit. It's not Seven of Cups as options in love. I'm just saying the willingness to be open for this person is there, okay? Alrighty. Okie dokie. You know, I love your readings, except sometimes you can get so silly. You know. Can't we just appreciate somebody's personality without having to nitpick it to death? I mean, can't I have some moments? Scorpio, honey, can I not just have some moments? Seriously. I mean, really. I know you know. I know you know. What's going on? Wealthy man. 13 is our power number, of course, but be you a man or not, somebody identifies as being stable, wealthy. Don't quite know, but hey, good job. Either for you, them, maybe the both of you. I don't know. But yeah, 13 is our power number. Some of you are quite successful. Thank you, Spirit. Some of you are quite successful. Perhaps they are. I don't know. Great. Didn't I say this for you not too long ago? And I said you're clearly switching careers. And we hit that great fortune again. And I didn't know how to tie it to you, except I had a feeling you would have a further out contract that would be very advantageous for you. But you didn't know it yet because you were kind of busy switching careers and things. For those of you who relate to someone who is stable and you're working on your finances and goals, I want you to continue on in that vein. You're doing quite well. I know I keep saying this, I'm sorry, but we'll talk about that later. I got a message for everybody in September. It's kind of important. So, but yeah, and then for others of you, it's someone who can offer that sense of, if not wealth, and a sense of abundance and security. It's interesting. 13, 26. The distant horizon, just not right now. 36 is a little further out. But there's that pairing again. There's the Two of Cups, number 24. Yes. 24. I don't think it's finding the other person's attractive based on wealth. Ew, first of all, gross. That's not my name. I know that's some people's motivation. Okay. You know, that's down to, you know, whatever floats your boat, just so long as two people agree and they have no delusions about what's up. No, it's just there is a sense of prosperity and abundance here. It's real, not imagined, and it's earned either by you, them, or it's a combination between you two, something like this. Okay. But it's come up a couple of times, and I know real love is anchoring this, or it could do. Looks like somebody got a little decision to make here. Okay. Oh boy, what's up? What's up? It's one thing when you have a provider mindset. I have that. I'm a parent. I have a provider mindset. Trust me. Okay. And it's another thing to attract yourself to someone's like, hey, they look like they got a healthy bank account. Let's see what's going on over there. Ew. That's predator shit. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't care, male or female. It's gross. You know, it's. I don't know. I have very strong opinions on it, but then again, I'm very independent. I've always had my own career, so I should have said. Oh yes. I should have said what I didn't say. Somebody didn't say something. I should have said what I didn't say. I should have said what I didn't say, so that which was not said. You know, it's like I say it all the time, guys, in case you miss it. You know, we're never so haunted by the things we did and didn't do, said or didn't say. And somebody has that thing about I should have said, you know. I realize how much I hurt you. Okay. Well, this would be the time to make amends for the Scorpio I'm looking at. You're in such a peaceful Zen state, honey. You know, did you find a brand of gummy that you're really into? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Maybe I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not laughing at anybody's pain. It's just you're so peaceful and tranquil, and you said you've learned your lessons, and you continue to. If anything, you're grateful for it. It taught you a lot, okay? Particularly how to suspend judgment of the self, and stop being so hard and just open to what you feel, and you know, stuff like that. Oh, okay. Cloudy day, clouds. What? Oh, I just heard Queen's right. Oh, that's great. That's a great reference. It's just another rainy night without you. Oh, clouds though. Low-hanging clouds, and then the big masculine glasses here. They're always cute. Let's pull a couple more because that's all I got. Excuse me. It's just another rainy night without you. It's great. I'm sorry. I love my 80s. Leave me alone. Owl. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Wisdom. Wisdom of the owl. That is so funny. The infinity loop landed directly on that King of Pentacles head. The sense of soul connectivity, but also a healthy feedback loop. How one feeds this connection is also returned. So it's a safe cycle. It's a safe feedback loop. It's positive. It's infinity, and it goes on always. The big heart landed right on that Two of Cups. Oh, how funny, how appropriate. Yeah, there's lots of love for this. And there's something here about learning to suspend judgment of it. Okay, and go with the flow of what you felt. The letter R. And, oh, there you are, Scorpio. Yay. Medallion landed again on that Two of Cups, and there you are. Some of you just lots of Scorpio. Could be connected to one. To be honest, I saw more Earth over here, but they could just have a very practical disposition. But yeah, you could both be Scorpio for sure. Okay. Scorpio, honey, I hope this helps you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Pisces, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me Pisces. Show me Pisces. What's going on? Show me Pisces, please. Show me Pisces. Very good. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on? The Tower, right away, Strength, 4 Cups. And we've been trying to hold that one back for a while. Queen of Swords, Devil, 9 of Swords. How'd you hold back that long? That's my question. Oh my. No. Okay. Yeah, I want to know the same thing. How? Okay. Overview, 8 of Cups. No wonder. Well, yeah. I mean, I would be emotionally disconnected too if I were you. Everything I'm looking at is it's rational. It's, to me, there's a lead-up effect here. That's like one thing has clearly caused the other, but when you're in it, I'm sure you have a very different point of view. But yeah, 8 of Cups, I mean, I'd be emotionally numb, checked out, possibly even walked away from this point. I mean, if you haven't fully walked away from this yet, you're on the verge of it. The Tower, the Strength of 4 Cups, you use strength, and that's where I have to clarify to people all the time. Strength, you can push something away or pull it towards you. It takes an equal amount of force. It just depends on what you do with it. So I see that you use strength to push away a tower for a long time until you couldn't. The simple truth is that you are very unhappy. And you have been for a long time. But for some reason, it's just now hitting you with the full weight and or force recently. You've been checked out, but that's the power of numbness, guys, with the 8 of Cups. So here we have, bare minimum, the emotional disconnect. And depending on how far it goes, you can get the interpretation of walking away from something, but more often than not, it's the metaphor for one's emotions. And when we stay emotionally disconnected long enough, we can absolutely become numb to the situation. Right? And guess which one I'm leaning towards? You became numb to the situation because you spent a lot of time saying that's not true, it's not true, I'm not unhappy. And so one day we couldn't keep holding or propping up that tower anymore. We were very unhappy. Okay. And that's coming through now. Okay. I believe so. Particularly in the month of August, I believe. Queen of Swords, the Devil, 9 of Swords. Oh my gosh. Someone here acts like they're cool and in command and in control of their thoughts, but they're not. They're absolutely not. Their thoughts are like a runaway train. They're plagued with all the worst case scenarios. The Devil and 9 of Swords, that's pretty severe. That's crippling thoughts. Patternized, repetitive, worst case scenarios. But on the outside, they're like, I'm in control. I'm calm. I know everything. What they know is self-defeating, ruminating, negative knowledge. You are, excuse the parlance, but I bet you're fucking miserable. I'm sorry. I mean, because what do you do to go up against that? Let me try to help you with your fears once more. No, I already know what's going to happen. 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 It's the worst possible thing I'm thinking of. And you know what? I'm right. I'm always right. I'm sure they are. At that level with the Devil and the 9 of Swords, with, to top it off, the determination of the Queen of Swords to be correct on this case, yeah, if you're that convinced you're correct about all the worst, you're going to be right. You're going to look for it. You're going to look for the evidence. I mean, it's got to be fucking exhausting. Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Wands, Page of Wands. Time has passed in this way for a while. Somebody's opening up communication, but I don't know what's in it. as far as I can tell, this is with you. So unless somebody's got something new to say, I don't know how this is changing. I don't know how this is changing. No change plus no change equals no change. I'm going to go ahead and default to you. That time has passed. I think you're going to find a way to say something differently. That would be my first guess. 8 of Wands with the Page of Wands. You're going to find a new way to say something that hopefully will help you. To be honest with you, I still see you very unhappily attached to this. I don't know who it is to you. It may not be that close. It could be someone 5,000 miles away. I don't know. The point is that the influence remains negative. So I don't know who you're opening up and talking to. Because it looks more positive than negative, I'm assuming it's outside influence that can help you. Okay? It's kind of like after all this time it's occurred to you maybe to talk about this to someone else. This situation, this person, this scenario you find yourself again and again with this person. Oh, this is disaster thinking, and I'm right. I know I'm right. And I think that they can probably present really strong logical evidence too, because that's what the King, Queen of Swords do. They're very informatic. I bet you they can give you stats. I bet you they can give you data, but it all comes from the same place of the same rumination of negative thinking. Like, this person does not break their stride. Everything's a mountain instead of a molehill. Everything's a challenge instead of an opportunity. Everything's a burden instead of a minor inconvenience. Okay. I've known some people like that, and they're not in my life. Known, past tense. I've known people like that. They're exhausting. They're absolutely exhausting. I mean, so I don't know who this is to you. If this is a bro, a sis, an auntie, mom, a partner, I don't know. That one popped out. The burden, the cross, the burden to bear. In this deck, the Hierophant energy or the cross is not flattering. This is my cross to bear. This is my cross to bear. The martyr thing. Not flattering. Number 36. Sky bridge further out on the distant horizon. 38. What about it? Loyalty. 18. Sense of loyalty to this. Further out. What you cannot see. Number 18. Loyalty. What is this? But it's further out. Crossing the bridge. Loyalty. Sudden wealth. Loyalty. Many bridges have been built between you and this person. Perhaps you associate them with having started out in your life, helping you build your wealth, and that's why you remain loyal to it. I am putting together some very loose constructs, okay? You have to remember, the oracles, they're little bridges between the main story. Do we feel an obligation to be loyal to this person because who you are, or perhaps what you have built, was with their help or aid? Or do you feel because you're in the financial providership role that you have to deal with this or provide for it? Regardless, they seem to be a point in your life. Courtship, some sort of relationship here. Four of Wands. Did they help you build it, and that's why you feel a sense of loyalty? We are concerned about always trying to meet the expectation here. Many of them are unhealthy. 33, 28, fulfilling of one's role, and how it's always going to be the worst possible outcome. Jeez. Concerns and expectations. Always concerned with someone else's expectations. Of role fulfillment, I believe. Am I meeting the expectations? Am I meeting the expectations? That's very trapping. (28) and 33. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I left while you were young. So there was some sort of abandonment here, or this idea of you feel obligated to feel sorry for even thinking about leaving this. Okay, take the youth out of it. It might apply that way as well. I wish you love and happiness. So you wish them well. I don't know that they can say the same for you. I support your path. I mean, it's like you're trying to distance yourself from this. You want to distance yourself from this, but yet at the same time, you still feel an obligation to remain loyal to it because you associate this person with some measure of success in your life or sense of stability in your life. So I see you wanting to get distance from them, at least emotionally, but it's not full separation either. It's like the expectations here are unreal. They're impossible to meet. I don't know. Huh. Oh no, so many. We have the letter J, the medallion of Virgo, Pisces, Pisces twice, that's you, honey. Could also be connecting to one. We have the medallion of Virgo in the reverse. There is that sense of practical element here. Virgo twice then. One facing up, the other one with the keyword practical. Wanting to be practical and you feeling the need, that oppressive need to harmonize it, what looks like an impossible situation. We have the seashell of Cancer, but listening to one's feelings, the zombie in reverse who want to come out of this state of stagnation. Rising, hot air balloon, rising high into the sky to get a better view of what's actually going on below. Let's go ahead and get some advice. I almost forgot. It tells me there's something in here I'm supposed to see first. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please. Queen of Swords. There it is again. The Devil. Eight of Cups. I can't be the first person who's told you to maybe fully separate from this. Surely not. You have been trying to distance yourself from this emotionally and spiritually for I don't know how long, because this person's tune ain't changed. It's literally come up in the advice too, is repetition. I mean, I'm not just the only person around here who repeats myself. The cards do too. And that's one of the benefits of using multiple decks. Okay. So that way when a message is on point, it's on point. This person's tune ain't changed. Okay. Neither has your numbness. And the fact that you are desperately unhappy in this. You feel some sort of obligation to this, don't you? Because you associate them with some way as your start. Something. The beginning of you, the making of you. Right? But you actually physically don't want anything to do with them, and then emotionally too, you're tired of being caught up in it. And then let down by it. I just see what it takes. The price you pay to be attached to this person isn't worth it, the cost, from my eyes. I know there's a whole story here. I know there's a whole history here. I know. All I can tell you is that a leopard here hasn't changed its spots. And if they really cared about you, they would see how far you've already distanced yourself from it. And I am so sorry that this person has that point of view. I am. But everything begins with the self. Did it ever occur to you they might gain more insight by your absence and not by your participation? People who are healthily loyal for the right reasons, it shows. But you have a sense of guilt and or obligation here I can't quite put my finger on, particularly as it relates to your sense of success or abundance or what you're connected to and why. It's a bridge that was built a long time ago. Catch up to where they are today, not where they used to be in the past. The both of you. Okay. Because your energy keeps trying to do this, but it isn't finalized. I know it's that sense of loyalty to this. I know it is. And I know you want to tell them, look, I support your path. Why don't you go your own way? But there's something about you haven't done that. I do hope this helped you. A lot to think about here, I think. Okay. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Cancer, welcome to your Sunday check-in. What's up? What's going on? Show me, Cancer. What's going on for Cancer and their person? Show me, Cancer. Very good. Okay. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in the intro, reverse the energies as you see fit. What's up? Yeah. Queen of Wands. Ace of Wands. King of Swords. Well, aren't you just feeling a little extra something? And how? And you mean it too with the King of Swords. Okay. We'll get back to that. The Hermit. Someone's feeling sexy. Ace. Just saying. The Hermit, Ace of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. Like, I don't... Yeah, you do. You're being cool though with the King of Swords, so I got it. The Hermit, the Two of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. Now that's interesting. Yeah. Someone's offering to work things out with you, and it's coming from a place of love. Okay, we'll get back to that. What's up? Let's see, the Ten of Wands, difficult, Eight of Swords, confusion, the Hanged Man. Okay. All right, we need time to sort our thoughts out. It's a very fancy way of saying that. Six of Cups is in the overview. You know, there is something special, unique between you and this person. That's the best way to describe the Six of Cups, is a unique flow between you and them. Soul bond energy, absolutely. I always say it doesn't have to be a person of romantic interest, and it still doesn't. But that's what I'm kind of leaning towards a little bit. The point is, though, is the showcase of the feelings here. We've known each other a long time. We've shared memories. We've swapped cups, literally. You know, you try mine, I try yours. But more to the point, there's a sense of unique flow that just happens. It's swift. It's an undercurrent. You don't use words to define it. You just experience it. It feels different. The connection hits different. It's supposed to. Okay. So I know it's precious. And the Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands, King of Swords, you're like, new day, new me, new energy. And you just, God, you look so good. You look alive. You look rosy. But on the King of Swords on the outside, we're like, I'm cool. It's cool. It's good. Focused. I'm focused. I'm determined. I've got my thoughts sorted out. I know what's up. You're feeling a very strong infusion of natural energy, hope, I think specifically. But yeah. You've been looking good. You're feeling good. You know, taking care of yourself, stuff like that. Yeah, you have a certain feeling. You have a certain charm too with the King of Swords. So that means you got some wit, some charming there. A little bit charming. A little charming, a little sexy. You look good. Now, the Hermit, Two of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. Loose translation here. Someone based on wisdom, experience, is specifically experienced with healing, so that they would love to work things out with you. It's a soft offer. And by that, I mean it's not obtrusive. It's kind of like an agreement to start with the basics or clean slate energy, but it is coming from a place of love. It is. It's actually literally at the heart of the reading. So that's the one I'd probably take the most time with if I was clarifying today. But this person means it. All I can tell you is it's a sincere offer. It's a sincere, legit offer. But it's not obtrusive. It's not obnoxious. But it's a sincere, heartfelt offer to work on things with you. I don't know if they're calling it friendship. But they're saying what's between you two feels good. And they would like to work through it. And they mean it. The Hermit's there, so I trust it. And it might be Three of Pentacles is a very sense of let's start here in terms of expectations. And if it builds more, fantastic. Okay? If it was just straight up an offer of friendship, I'd know. Okay? You have to understand, guys, Three of Pentacles is the starting out structure in tarot. You start there. It's a springboard. And depending on how two people build into it, it turns into something else. It can go into a Six of Cups state or feel back in touch with that again. Or it can go into an even balance of, back and forth Six of Pentacles. You never know. Well, the point is, bare minimum, this person's emphasizing, I would love to feel good with you again, or about you, or between us. Let's work on it. Over here, well, we got a mess. That's what we have. We have a Ten of Wands, Eight of Swords, And then the Hanged Man. So we've taken an elaborate pause, I believe, the both of you, in your own respective ways, to work through some difficult things. Okay? Particularly that sense of burden difficulties. Eight of Swords, confusion, blindness. I can't see. I don't know why this is so heavy. I don't know what's making it so heavy. I don't know. And the Hanged Man suggests, oh, I get it now. And I believe the, oh, I get it now is kind of coming from both sides. Okay, but it does require a shared perspective for you both to understand each other's point of view. Okay, so I do believe I'm seeing exchange of shared perspective, or at least the theory of it's here. Okay. I know that what they're putting forward, it shows up as real. That is a very sincere, I don't know how else to put it, guys. I like how it's not, it's just about right for whatever the temperature check is between you two, considering this. The temperature check is just right. Okay? So, Ace of Wands is attached to you, Three of Pentacles is attached to them. At some point, somebody generates the activity, because I honestly don't know. You feel how you feel, and I like how you feel. I like how you look. I like your thinking. Ooh, there's something about you that's charming. You make this person laugh, don't you? There's something about that. You make this person laugh. You make this person laugh, even though they have such an inexperienced, non-judgmental, just, you make this person laugh. All right, let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice. This person can get deep, and it's not a bad thing. No. I never knock that. And don't get me wrong, you're an insightful cookie too. But there's something about you that's charming, witty, engaging. Let's get some advice, please. Yeah, the World, Temperance, and the Star. Yeah, called it. Yeah, so I can see that maybe once upon a time the door might have been like a close, but it was like a soft close. The lock wasn't necessarily locked. You know, somebody taped down the door jamb, so it wasn't. So here's the thing about worlds, guys: they can close, they can open, and then they can go like this too. Okay, so we don't really want to keep doing what we were doing. The Temperance has changed. Patience and healing, like I said, reflection on both sides, and then I see a sharing of perspectives if two people mutually agree to do this, because choice changes everything. You know, you may choose not to, they may not choose, but I'm seeing two that more or less do, because they have the same goal and objective in mind. So it's still powerfully felt in its own particular way. However long it's been since that cycle's closed, a lot has been learned, felt, patience, and things like that. Okay? And the Star, it still means a great deal to us. The desire is still there. Could you lean towards new? Absolutely. Is that what I'm saying here today? No, not with the Six of Cups. I'm saying it as a renewed energy towards this. Absolutely. But yeah, take it as it resonates. Okay? Right? What is tarot without choice? Tarot is the proof of choice, not the absence of it. All right. Just when does it go through? 26, the Book of Wisdom, Knowing Better, Wisdom Keeper. Big reader someone is. I don't typically associate that it's the Book of Wisdom, having read life and seen it for what it is. That really kind of speaks back to the hermit skills. So learning a lot through real life, the influence of study. I think so, but it's coming across heavily a bookworm. Someone's big on their books, I think. Number 26, regardless. Occupation. Oh! Well, that would make sense then. That would explain it. Someone occupation is writing, or we associate this person with writing. Or it's you. It's somebody. Somebody's occupation has to do with language, the written word, or this is how we know them, or this is someone who works in the kind of concept of philosophy, teaching, and engagement, something like that. Okay. Perhaps an author, cross to bear, a burden. Yeah, right here. I see that. So 36 in this deck is not flattering. It's the cross not as officiousness, but as a cross as a martyr. It's a burden. It's my cross to bear. So I'm sure you both have had that sense of feeling in your own way. Somebody here, however, is tasked with either having a child or a sense of childlike dependency. I don't quite know. It doesn't come across that way. Number 18. Somebody has well, I don't know that a child is cross to bear, but if that's someone's point of view, you know, they got a kid and it's their own particular cross to bear. I mean, I suppose that's definitely one's point of view. I don't see children that way, but and then again, I have a kid, so you know, perhaps this person's tasked heavily with responsibilities as a single parent, something like that. That would make sense. Okay. But somebody has a kind of different set of concerns and a different, that's better put, a different kind of pathway. Perhaps someone here has a child and the other person doesn't, and they're like, I don't know what that is, but it seems like it's not easy. It's not an easy pathway. No, it isn't. It's not. Okay. And then look more closely. Attention to details. Number 44. Okay. Okay. About what this means, the meaning of it. Interesting. Trying to see things from somebody else's perspective, really trying to scrutinize things. Okay. I wish things could be different, and they might still be. I know this isn't fair. This isn't fair. I wasn't thinking. A lot of sense of going back in the past, and if I could adjust that thing. Okay. Anything else here, please, that's a little more substantial? I projected my unhappiness on you. Okay. 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 I watch you with your family. Yeah, I had that feeling here. Somebody has their own kind of little family. Okay. And they have a particular cross to bear on that pathway. But I watch you with your family. I wasn't thinking. I projected my unhappiness on you. Telling that one is, I believe. Okay. Letters Y, R, Z. The camel. Conservation of one's feelings. You keep going despite extreme conditions. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus as well. The infinity loop, going back to that soul bond energy I saw right here. Yeah, no, you too can still feel it. The dragonfly, sense of hard-wearing transformation. Very good. Cancer, honey. I do hope this helps you. I don't have much more on this. I don't. But if it feels correct for somebody, then it will come forward in time. Okay? I see the legitimacy on both sides. Therefore, the sincerity. Okay? And in my book of wisdom, that's what really kind of shows for people at the end of the day, even if you can't see it for yourself right now. Okay? It may not make sense now. But time has taught me, as I'm teaching you, it will later. Okay? Regardless, I hope it helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well.